So, good evening. We are back again. Lateness is greatness, people. Matt is fuming. Fergie Time FC. Kenny's come with the guns, bruv. We ain't arguing with Kenny Ken. But listen, apologies for the lateness. We were catching up a little bit backstage. But yeah, bless up to everyone locked in. I won't be doing the Girona Villarreal game. I'm not doing that. We're going to have a great conversation. Obviously, we play Sporting Lisboa tomorrow. Good luck. And then we've got Bournemouth on Saturday, early kickoff. Good luck. We lost twice to them last season. Just saying. And we've just lost to Southampton, who have a 33-year-old manager who's been managing for 4 months, who absolutely schooled the greatest manager ever to have graced football with the greatest squad in the world. But guess what, guys? It don't matter. We want the majors. All right, Rory. Yeah, calm yourself. Yeah, I'm not talking about that, Rory. I'm talking about fucking the Irish golfer, bruv. But Kenny, happy Easter, brother. How are you, man?
Happy
You're looking
Easter.
like you just come out of the gym. Have you got a good pump on you, Pauls? Yeah,
No,
you're looking good.
What's happening?
How are you, mate? Happy Easter.
The weather's been quite good, in the UK. I went in the garden, got a lot of big barbells, did some weights. But the fact is that whether we like it or not, we're not stupid. Of course, we want to win the league. Of course, that's a priority. But what's more like alarming is the performances, and it's the fact is, whether we like it or not, we're in a situation where it can go pear-shaped, and it is reminiscent of 22-23, and I'll tell you why. By this time on Easter Monday, 3 years ago, right, we were in an identical position when we played Liverpool. 8 points ahead of by beating Man City. So by joining against Liverpool, we went 8 points ahead. Man City had a game in hand where they could have gone 5 points. We were in a situation where we had poor performances previously. We were basically dropping poor performances even when we were winning. And then look at the situation. After Liverpool, there was West Ham, there was Southampton, already relegated Southampton.
Yep.
And then we went and fluffed their lines and got battered to pieces at the Etihad, and Brighton finished us off. Now, this shouldn't happen, right? This shouldn't happen. But the fact is, we got Saka, not fully fit, playing with injury. We got Declan Rice, not fully fit, playing with injury. We got Odegard, who's the master of doing something without doing anything. We got Ben White, who couldn't defend himself out of a paper bag. We got Havertz, not fully fit, weak as anything. And then we got Miles Lewis-Skelly, who's actually forgotten how to play football, but whose confidence is shredded. And then you got Gabriel Magalhaes, who basically, the game's up with him. He is 100% running on empty, and he needs his mate alongside him. But poor old Mosquera, having a cover for that bozo, Ben White. And people say, well, it's only Southampton. Fine. But we played a full side against Man City, and we performed a similar performance against Man City. So you can't say that if we change personnel, that it's going to improve, because with the same personnel, like Brighton, like Man City, we gave the ball away and got punished, where Man City just did the basics. Let's not forget the League Cup final, Shirky was doing kick-ups against the best defence and against the best squad in the country.
In our half of the pitch.
Southampton, who basically had a beanpole up front, won most of his battles. You had a Brazilian player that's playing 5th division football in Sweden not so long ago, running Ben White like a tap whenever he wanted. Don't say that it's only the FA Cup and the League Cup and then react like that. You know that we ain't playing well, and that we got players running empty. There's more bad performance incoming. And don't get me started on corner routines. You can't cross the ball without Saka and Rice. Is it that bad? and people saying we're negative. I know you're going to look at this show, you're going to say, by talking to Kenny and by talking to Matty and Lee, you would have think we're in the relegation places. No one would think we're 9 points ahead. Well, rewind 3 years ago, same situation, only we were playing better football and we had less injuries.
Absolute facts. This chat loving you off, Kenny. They're like, I need 29 needs to Kenny Ken.
I told y'all that 2 years ago.
He's bulked up though, lads. He's bulked up.
Kenny can't wait plan.
Matty, happy Monday, happy Easter, bro.
Basically, no sugar and no bread.
Yeah, and no alcohol. Yeah. You're on water. Aaron told me you're on water. Yeah, he said when we went to the pub, you was drinking water. You took your own bottle to the pub.
Yeah, I did.
I love you, Kenny. Yeah, Matty, happy Easter, brother. How are you, man?
Hey, man, good to be back, man. Had a great Easter yesterday. Celebrated with the family, chilled out, relaxed, and got my minds off the worries of Saturday, man, because that what we saw on Saturday was an absolute display among some of the worst football we have seen. I told Normski, I said, Normski, I'm going to start referring to the football we play as remedial. We play remedial football, basic. We play, I mean, it is absolutely embarrassing to have to watch a 16-year-old young man out on the pitch. He's out there out muscling. I went back and watched some of the highlights this morning. Yeah, he's out
dropping bodies.
Yeah, dropping them left and right. And then we've got stands. I've got some stuff here today that I'm going to show. I'm going to rip off into Martin Odegard today like I hadn't ripped off into him. He is without a shadow of a doubt one of the sorriest football players I have ever seen in my life. He's an embarrassment to this football club. He needs to be moved on in the summer immediately. He must be one of the first people moved off the payroll of this football club in the summer. He is an absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. And this man has won the captain's badge at this great football club the entire time he's been here for the most part. And that is the best that we saw from him. He hadn't played football. They told me he was injured. I told people he wasn't injured. I've been telling people, Kenny knows. I've been telling people he's not injured.
His pride's injured.
His pride's injured. And now he gets out there and then he gets embarrassed and upstaged by a 16-year-old. This brother's done. D-O-N-E. He's done on arrival. Kai Havertz, done on arrival. Jesus, done on arrival. These are all people that we have talked about over the last few seasons that should have been moved on, and you saw a culmination of failure again. A complete culmination of failure again by this brigade. This same brigade, the fail brigade, strikes again. Southampton. Their manager said, oh, I see the weaknesses. I'm not going to tell you, but we've identified the weaknesses in the team. Now, so if he sees that, if the manager of Southampton, who's 33, he's 33, by the way.
4 months as a manager.
Yeah, 4 months as a manager, comes in. They're one place off the playoff races. Hey, all fan bases talking about bigger fish to fry. Well, they're bigger fish to fry is on tomorrow when they play Wrexham, because that's a play to get into the playoffs. So he plays his makeshift team for the Southampton for the game against us in the FA Cup, and then they go out and get the business done. We don't get the business done, and you got stands sitting on sofas today. On in front of cameras talking about, oh, it's just the FA Cup. It's just the FA Cup. Well, hell, 2 weeks ago it was just the Carabao Cup. Then the week before that it was the quadruple. So which one is it? What's going on here? As Kenny said, we are staring down the barrel. I showed y'all that graphic 3 months ago of that car on bricks. I told y'all what was coming. The wheels are falling off. DJB said something this weekend, and shout out to DJ. I'm gonna give it to. I told y'all I'll say it when I get a chance. When it comes to success under Arteta in this football team, it is like waiting on an ambulance with 3 wheels. It ain't coming, bro. It ain't coming. This manager finds new ways to fail every single solitary year. There's no way an Arsenal fan, any Arsenal fan, whether you in or out, can look at this season and tell me there's no way we should have not walked away with at least 2 domestic trophies. We were in for 2 domestic trophies. It's absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace that we're out of another cup competition. It's absolutely embarrassing that we have to go through this. And then to have folks act like it doesn't matter. That's the really sickening part about this whole thing, gentlemen, is that you got people that it's just the FA Cup. Like we're guaranteed to get to a quarterfinal every year. Like we're guaranteed to get to a semifinal. I've got another graphic I'm gonna show y'all in a little bit here after I rip through Odegard of the managers at this football club that's been here and what they've done. And then we get down to Arteta and you see what he's done. 7 years, $1 billion spent. Missiles. I told you could buy missiles, you could buy teams, you could buy land, you could buy islands, you could buy all kinds of stuff with the money that we spent. And this manager can't get the job done. Ben White, I know Ben White had a bad game. Look at Ben White. Ben White is a shell of the player that he used to be. It was sad. Well, he was like, look, Kenny, you'll appreciate this. It's like watching Muhammad Ali in 82. You knew what Muhammad Ali was in 82. You had seen the best of him. You were like, nah, this ain't this. Come on, it's time to reel it in. That's how I looked at Ben White. I said it's almost time to retire. The way he looked, that's how bad he looked this weekend. If I was him, I would be seriously considering possibly retiring because he can't even jump anymore. That's down to this manager. Then you got today pictures coming out. You got them out there looking like seals. And I don't know if anybody's seen it. They got them out there with seals with the balls on their head.
I ain't seen it.
Yeah, oh my God.
Please. I ain't seen it, bro. I've been shitting my sister.
Put a one in the chat if you've seen what I'm talking about. They in practice today with balls on their head, like seals. And then you see Gabby Magalhaes, everybody saw it. Everybody saw it. He's on the bench with ice bag, clear, like Patrick Ewing for the New York Knicks. He's got ice bags on. He's sitting there like Jordan at Wizards when he was on the way out. Ice bags. And then he's in practice today. He's running around in practice. What are we doing here? What is going on at this football club here? And we're supposed to be in the thick of this thing. Tomorrow, you better get ready. Sporting Lisbon's coming to town. And when Sporting Lisbon pull up tomorrow, they're going to pull up with the best they have to offer. And they're going to do, guess what they're going to do, Kenny and Lee? They are going to play with the football on the floor. They will play with the football on the floor. And guess what happens when teams play with football on the floor? We end up perishing every single solitary time because this manager has still not figured out the fundamentals of how to play football properly against teams that play football. That's what that manager at Southampton saw. That manager looked over there and said, we're going to do basic football. We're going to shoot the channels. We're going to go diagonal, over the top, around the corners, in quick. They can't, when the game started, Lee, Southampton was on the front foot. You talk about the Carabao Cup was an ass whooping. We got our ass handed to us on Saturday. That was a thorough ass whooping we got from Southampton in the championship, 7th place. And I'm supposed to believe, me, Matt, Southern Gooner, I'm supposed to believe that we're in prime position to defeat Barcelona, Bayern Munich.
Did you see Lamine Yamal nutmeg with the left back and then Travella that pass? Bro, come on. That was supposed to make Bukayo Saka do me a favor.
Did you see Bayern Munich pull it out the fire this weekend?
It called down 3 goals in 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm supposed to believe that we're going to defeat the Giants of Europe, right? Yeah. No.
Do me a fucking favor,
you better get ready. You better start getting ready. I told y'all, you better start getting ready and start getting it in your mind. There's a 15% chance we can still win this league. 15% chance we can still win this league. And that's me being kind. Because football is still football and games still have to be played. But on the surface of the way it look right now, you better start getting your mind ready. And you better start getting Arteta, you better start going looking for a house out in Spain. That's what you better
No,
start.
we don't claim him out here, mate.
Yeah, he looking for us out there in Spain.
We ain't claiming him out here, mate. He could go fucking. He could go
You know what Matty said? It was so true. And that's something we discussed in the fan camp. Still 7 years down the line since he became our manager, you would have thought he's still showing his inexperience in terms of player management and squad management. You know what? He should be like getting on a prayer mat and praising the Lord for the sort of fortune, the opportunities we had. We had an easy running to the League Cup final until we played Chelsea, and we played at Chelsea where they got another blackball manager in Rossenior, who was just talking about all sorts of mathematical theories, and he was too busy doing that. And we beat them. The big test was Man City, and we failed miserably. Yep. But you look at the FA Cup, we've not had Premiership opposition in any of the rounds. And what Arteta did and got away with is basically like putting 11 players together and just hoping it works out. They had no tactical plan. They had no idea how to play against the opposition. But when you play against Portsmouth, who are struggling in the Championship, you're going to win. Because all you got to do is basically put all the best players on, get them on the pitch if it's not looking that great, and you'll win. Wigan, who are I think we're in the League Two, League One or League Two. Either way, they're not on our level. You played a patched up team. It was so easy against Wigan to the extent that you intend to play Miles Lewis-Skelly in the number 10 row, but you couldn't. But you played Saka then. It was poor to watch, but it's Wigan. Then
Mansfield. What did Jesus do against fucking Mansfield?
Mansfield, you nearly got a bloody nose, but Mansfield weren't good enough, and they played with emotion rather than using their brains. Then we played a team that is in good form, and they thought, right, no more. And you would have thought that Mick Arteta would have just thought, right, they're soaking up the pressure. They've got an outlet where they're playing the ball over the top. They're having a situation where they've got a left winger who's actually playing the flanks. You would have thought Mick Arteta, with all his 7-year experience of football, would have been able to deal with that. But the reason why he couldn't deal with that, because when you got tactics, when you don't know what to do with your second 11, we got found out there. You got a situation where these guys look like they played against for the first time. And you know why they look like they've played together for the first time? Because they have, essentially. They have. So what happens? How many
times did that starting 11 started? Yeah, somebody in the chat that's a clever twat, yeah? How many times that starting 11 actually started this season? Really? Yeah, really. I guarantee it's only the first time that starting 11 started.
Because Max Diamond hadn't started this year.
That's it. So basically, what you're doing, right, is Max Diamond's doing his own thing. Odegard's trying to play out of memory. Jesus has got nothing in his legs, and he's hoping that he'll get some chances created. But the real test was the corners.
Yeah,
the corners.
Couldn't even put them in.
Because normally, when the first two were playing, right, there's a plan. There was a plan. But because Declan Rice and Saka weren't there, it was a case like, what do we do now? It was like watching twins and Arnold Schwarzenegger losing his virginity to Kelly Preston. What do I do now? That's what it looked like at corners. What do I do now? We actually nearly got away with one.
Who's your daddy and what does he do?
Well, yeah, he shot blocks.
Declan Rice is the daddy and he puts it on a 6-foot, bruv.
Exactly. But and that's the thing. When we went and then we got the equaliser, the minute they got the winner in the 85th minute, we didn't know what to do. And one thing I said is that everyone's part of this, including Max Diamond, because the reason why I push against Max Diamond, I know he's a good player, but my reason why I'm pushing against him is that I'm saying we lose together, we win together. He's got to be if we're pushing Max Diamond to start.
He never tracked back.
Yeah, and he wasn't tracking back.
He didn't track back. But sorry to cut you. Yeah. And I know people cry that I cut over you. Yeah, it's a cry all you like. Yeah. He didn't track back. But at the same time, why the fuck is our captain back in that position?
Yeah, but even so, we'll deal with captain later. But the fact is that they're all part of this. They're all part of this. But one thing you'll say when you talk about your players' development, do you remember a guy called Florian Balogun. Do you remember how
He scored twice
He scored this weekend.
He scored twice yesterday.
You see
He
how
scored twice yesterday.
See how Arteta cooked that one up, where he was seen as the next heir apparent to centre forward, and he could fit into our system. But
He was the
for
next
some
Eddie
reason,
Nketiah, right?
Arteta said and believed that Eddie Nketiah was a better prospect. Eddie Nketiah can't hit a Ballon d'Or at Crystal Palace. Now, you're talking about Matt Stammon being a gem. You're talking about Wanyeri, who played a lot of games last season, and Marzu Skelly, who played a lot of games last season, but they only played because of injuries. There was no real plan for them, and he hoped it worked out. If you're thinking about their future or any young player's future at this football club or this manager, God help us. Because I'll tell you one thing, those guys will not blossom under this manager because he will suck the joy out of the way they played. He won't even use them because he wouldn't trust them, because he wouldn't know what to do them. Unless we have Raya in goal, Magalhaes, Saliba, Rice, Saka, Timber in that side, and Raya in goal,
Rice,
he ain't got a clue how to manage that team, because they're the people we trust implicitly. Everyone else will have to learn the way we play if there's injuries. But without them lot, we're sweet French connections. And he's now telling us that everything's going to be all right because there's a lot of back. Well,
I love my players, guys.
Yeah.
Fire in the belly, guys.
Hey, Kenny.
Hang on, look how they played against Man City. Look how many times they gave the ball away. Look how many times Declan Rice has been getting away with murder, because Declan Rice has been able to play within himself because teams haven't put him to the sword physically and haven't outrun him. The minute a team runs at him and is fresh, we're in trouble. One more thing before we get to Matty. We're playing teams that only play once a week. We're a team that's on our last.
Bournemouth have not played for 3 weeks, by the way. We played them early kickoff on Saturday.
Come on, fellas. Some of these players had 2 weeks off.
Bournemouth have got 3 weeks off before we play them.
So the players were called back. They said,
but everyone was losing their shit, Matty, because Arteta, he was lying. No, Gabby's fucked, bro.
Yep.
Timber's fucked, bro. Yeah, Madueke didn't start that game because Saka's fucked. That's why Damon played 90 minutes. Yeah, because he didn't want to play Madueke. He's saving him for tomorrow because Saka's fucked. Yeah. What we're doing is Saliba from game week 3 in the warm-up that he then played for 4 minutes and then went off injured has not been right since. Saka, we told him all last season, lads. Told him all last season. But don't worry, 29's back, he's bulked up. Yeah, he looks gaunt, bruv. Yeah, our captain is an absolute fucking disgrace. Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, he ain't risen, bruv. Yeah, Easter weekend and that guy, nah, brother. Yeah, you play Mansfield and Southampton. Yeah, and you can't do anything. Martinelli got away with murder, by the way, at the weekend.
Yeah, he should have got a red card. Red card.
Yeah, he should have. But not only that, because of the other shit performances, he got away with murder. Yeah, because Jesus. Yeah, then we need a goal, Matty. We're sitting there going, yeah, cool, 29's been shit, but now you bring a Zubimendi on for a fucking attack.
And what did I say? To do what? To do what?
Yeah, to lose the game.
I had to give up another goal. And what happened?
Yeah, Matty, we need a goal. We take off Jesus. We take off 29, even though he was shit. He's shit anyway. Yeah. However, he got an assist. Nobody cares, bro. Yeah. You take off a forward to bring on a number 6 when you need a goal. And you're playing the team that are 7th in the championship. Yeah. Every time we have played, a team, Troops broke this down. I watched Potts's video. I watched Turkish was fuming. I love Turkish. Love you, brother. Yeah, Troops. Yeah, his eyes were telling me he was going to go on a madness, but he was calm. Yeah, and I was like, he's super chill. I said, but he's fuming. Yeah, he was like, I'm trying to hold it together in case we win the league because I want to win the league. Yeah, bro. I watched James. Yeah, James's title was win or leave. Yeah, and that guy's been super positive for 5-6 years. Yeah, and it's like people had enough. Yeah, a guy in my chat, DM Archives, bless up you, bro. He was at the game. He was at Wembley. He was like, yo, everyone at the end of the game was like, this is unacceptable. Yeah, but then you see the little PR, like the little video going around. Oh, super Mick Arteta outside the ground at Southampton. Oh, they're still spurring the lads on. Yeah, you've got ex-players coming out here saying, oh, well, you know, we just need to get behind the lads. Judging May. What, judging May? What, when everyone's fucked off to the World Cup or on holiday? Then you go World Cup. Then it's transfer season. Then it's, oh, we go again. Where's the accountability, bro? Yeah, it's boring. Yeah, I'm sick of it. How about Judge now? You put a spineless performance in against Manchester City. You then watch Manchester City absolutely weigh in Liverpool in second gear, right? And then you go out there. Oh, but it was a second string 11. Well, we've got the best team in Europe, right?
Lee, I want you to look what I have prepared here. I want you to see what this team is doing. This is what they're doing in practice today. Look at this right here. This is what they're doing here going into practice.
29. Is that Odegard in the middle?
Look.
Who's that in the middle? And that's Ben White, right?
Yeah, it's like Ben White.
29,
Odegaard.
Ben White. Who's that? Is that Odegard?
It's got to be Odegard.
Yeah, 29. That's Odegaard there. Odegaard.
Is that Odegard in the middle?
Yeah, by the way it's built. That's Odegaard. That's Odegaard.
Bro, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah. Kenny, I've been playing football a long time. I've never done that. I've never
coach
seen
football,
like
bro.
this.
You fake
Hey, coach,
football.
I've never seen it. You know, if I seen that at my practice, they better go take that's 30 laps right there.
Heads up on to the next.
Lee, if I see this in practice right there, that's 35 laps. And then we'll talk about it after. We'll talk about it after.
Let's go down. They're getting punched up.
That's 35, I'm telling you, it's 35 laps.
Bro, imagine Tony Adams. Tony Adams called our captain out at the start of the season. Yeah, and that captain, got untold fucking online. I'm telling you right now, right here, right now, that captain has not been injured all season. That captain's pride has been injured, and he can't accept the abuse he gets online. Bro, and I'll tell you why I know this.
He's got to deal with it. He's got to deal with it.
I'll tell you why I know this. I called him Hair Flick. Yeah, I'm not saying it's my fault, by the way. But if it is my fault, fuck him. Yeah, he ain't good enough to play for the club anyway. There's a reason Dani Ceballos still plays. Yeah, for Real Madrid, and he done. Yeah, man shaved his hair off. Yeah, then Gyökeres doing all that against Leeds. Yeah, we know they watch everything we do, and I hope you're watching. Noni Madueke, you're an absolute scumbag. Yeah, take that fucking headband off. You are not Ronaldinho, brother. Yeah, real talk. Yeah, that guy literally did the splits in the penalty box. Mate, he was just sat there laughing because you have to laugh. Yeah, because you I don't want to get angry. Yeah, and this season I've been angry maybe 7 times, and we played 55 games. You see that performance at Wembley? You had 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And
back to back.
Gone.
The thing about it, right, is it's funny. Like we always big ourselves up. We always say that. You know, the end is going to justify the means. We're going to win the league. I'm hearing something different now. There's a lot of people, respected people, who are respected by a lot of people, who are now who accept that tactically and mentally, Mikel Arteta is tired. He's looking tired. He's looking out of ideas. Where was it? Hainsey? What was Hainsey doing? What was Nicholas Jova? He's ready to take the credit when things are going well. So set pieces, and they're ready to film him. He needs more from them guys. Because I'm telling you now, the conversations is that at the end of the season, there's a lot of people, regardless of whether it's Arteta or not, whether you're Arteta or not, that for their own reasons, they think that the players need a new voice. Because I don't, and I believe it now, that Mikel Arteta hasn't got the appetite to try and build another side to win, because there's a lot of decisions he's going to have to make that he hasn't got the nuts to do. He's got to look at the situation where he's got to look at Odegard and make a decision. He's got to make a decision on the two teenagers, whether they're part of his plans or not. He's got to look at a situation where he's got to say the experiment with Martinelli and the experiment with Trossard hasn't worked. He's got to make a decision. Ben White, he's got to say right now, I've got to buy a right back I can't rely on Mosquera because I'm killing his development. He should play in one position. The left back positions, again, has got pear-shaped because Calafiori can't keep fit. He's homesick, wants to go back to Italy. We've got Marzu Skelly, whose confidence is gone. And we've got Hincape, who is the
Our best
example.
left back plays with fucking Celtic,
Yeah.
can he?
Yeah, but Hincape is a player who basically exemplifies the cricketing phrase, form is temporary, class forever. We saw when he played against a real team and played against a proper right winger, he's struggling. So that's the decision he's got to make. And then,
Don't worry though, we can bring Kivior back. He's top of the league in Porto.
Yeah, but I hate you saying, Lee, but the thing is, this is definitely serious. What he's going to do is the only player we're going to buy is going to be Alvarez. But watch this, guys. And I'm promising you this, right?
We ain't buying Alvarez. He's going past.
But let me tell you something right now. And this is factual, whether you like it or not. We got a tax bill that needs to be paid. We got Pierce.
I get your super chats in because I'm skint. I've got a fucking big tax
but
bill.
we got super PSR concerns. If you think you're going to see a level of activity that you saw last season without us selling players, you're in cloud cooking lanes. Because I promise you right now, you're going to see a Berta you ain't going to like. Mick Arteta's going to fall out with his Berta because Mick Arteta's got to make a decision and sell a big player and sell a lot of players. And then he's got to do his scouting. And him and Berta are going to have clashes because Berta's going to say, no, we can't do that because of PSR. No, we can't do that because of the tax bill. There's going to be a inevitable clash. Mick Arteta, if you want to restore your reputation, I think it's best that whatever happens at the end of the season, if you win the league, go out with a blaze of glory, mate. Because this team needs a new voice. It needs us.
He needs a new fan base, Kenny.
The fan base is never going to change. But the fact is that
that's why we're fucked.
Yeah, you can't. You can't forget the two performances against Wolves. You can't forget Brentford. You can't forget the losses.
Everton. Sunderland.
Man United. You can't forget Man United. You can't forget the two losses in the cup. The Everton game, right, where we won 2-0 was one of the biggest lies ever. You and I know.
Because the boy came off the bench. And this is why my title yesterday, bless up Blue Dog, I love you, baby. That's why my title yesterday was the process has failed. You've done £1 billion and our best player is an academy kid that is 16.
But you know,
he's younger than my daughter, Kenny.
But the reason why he's the best player is because at the moment he's been allowed to play off the cuff. The minute he gets lobotomizing the way we're playing, you will not see that Max Dowling be skinging. You will see a Joe Cole incarnate. And that's what I'm trying to say.
That's why I keep telling him, leave. Max Dowling, if you're watching, your family are watching, your agents are watching.
He should still stay.
Leave.
He doesn't have to.
Go on loan, bro. Go on loan.
Lee, he doesn't have to stay. Yeah, he should go on loan. Where you
go on loan, bro. Go on loan somewhere else and wait for the sticker to leave.
The fact is, right, is that we're going to need a rebuild anyway. Because I'll tell you one thing.
That's a retool. It's a retool.
Well, whatever you say, retool. Look what's happened with Liverpool. We're similar to Liverpool last season, where Liverpool were on their last legs and that team needed surgery. What happened? What happens the season afterwards? I.e., this season, falling up by the wayside. We keep the same personnel, keep the same manager. Promise you, it'll be top 4 next season if we're lucky, or even Europa League.
We're doing in Liverpool next season. Yeah, and I said this yesterday. Yeah, and I'll say it again. Now I'll get the super chats in a second, guys. Bless up everyone locked in. 1,200 inside. Make sure you sub to all the lads. Yeah, right. I'm saying you right now. One of, if not both, of Bukayo Saka and or Declan Rice are not going to the World Cup. One of them ain't making it, bro. Yeah. And now Fabrizio, according to the chat, I ain't verified it, but according to the chat, guess what, mate? Bukayo Saka's not in the squad for tomorrow, neither's Timber. What did I say to you backstage? What did I say when we went live? There's a reason Max Dowman played 90 minutes because he don't want to risk Madueke because he knows Saka's fucked. Yeah. So he brings Madueke on with 20 minutes to go. Yeah. We know this manager inside out. Kenny, you're on mute, bro. We know this manager inside out. If we can see that Max Dowman starts the game and plays the whole game, yes, he changed his position to the 10 afterwards, but then Madueke is not starting, Saka's not in the squad. Well, that tells me Saka's fucked. And do you know how we know he's fucked? Because of England international duty. How comes him and Declan Rice got sent back? Yeah, how comes England medics knew he was crocked? How comes when Odegard went on international duty last season, you're not fit for purpose? Yeah, how? Because these players are getting paid so much money, they ain't going to say a word. Yeah, this manager is lying, cheating, and fucking stealing. And I'm telling you right now, if he don't win this league, that's what the title is. Yeah, he better win the league. If he don't win this league this season, we allow the worst City team in a decade to win domestic treble. Bomb the football club.
And then in the process, let Manchester United get started up again.
Mm-hmm.
And this has been the lowest I've ever seen Manchester United. All of us. Well, at least me and you, Lee.
Yeah, all of us, yeah.
The lowest I've seen. And then
right. But you know what's happened, Matty?
They got money. We got money. We got no ambition. But our fans hold us back.
Yeah, but the thing with Man United, right? Whenever you write off Man United, I remember growing up in the 80s. I'm born in 1972, right? Obviously, I was a toddler in the 70s.
Founded, right?
Yeah, but I was a toddler in the 70s, right? But across the 80s, that's my time. Liverpool were dominant. But I remember Graham Souness always quotes a conversation he had with the Liverpool secretary, which is now CEO, Peter Robinson. He said, he looks out the window and he pointed where Manchester United is, the M62. If that lot ever get it right, none of us be able to compete. In the 90s, in the early part of the 20th century, and up until 2013, when Man United got it right, no one competed.
Yeah.
With Sir Alex Ferguson's manager, he saw off Abramovich's Chelsea and he saw off Man City before he left.
And he saw off Wenger.
Yeah, and he saw off Wenger twice under Chelsea's dominance, under Abramovich, and under our improvement. They won the league 3 times in a row. Everyone talks about
they've done it twice. They won the three-peat twice.
For Alex Ferguson to do that 3 times in a row when you had a dominant Abramovich and you had Arsene Wenger shows what Man United do. I never write for Man United.
Never.
If they get it right, their fan base are deluded online. Yeah, they're like us. Yeah, they just chat shit, and that's cool. There's a lot of people that support these clubs. Yeah, and they don't give a fuck about the club, bro. Yeah, it's all about banter on the internet. My wing is better than yours, and all that crap. Yeah, that's cool. We're cool with that. It's the home fans, the away fans. They're the ones that get a manager in or out. Yeah. And Kenny, you know this better than I do. You've been to more games than I'll ever go to, yeah? Kenny, we were going Wenger in, Wenger out. Who got him out? The fucking home fans. Because when his biggest fucking boys fucked off and left against Man City, 2 weeks later, he left. But he said he was leaving. Yeah, we lost the League Cup final. Yeah, to Man City, funny enough. Haha. Yeah. 2 weeks later, or a week later, 4 days later, we played Ostersund. We lost the League Cup final. Then it was freezing cold, -15. Yeah, we lost to Man City at home. Yeah, Bernardo Silva goes 2-0 after 20 minutes. They all walked out, and there was 20K in the stadium. 10K walked out, Kenny. Yeah. Then he announces he's leaving. He got pushed out. They never wanted Unai. Yeah, but the home fans, which is why, yeah, and when I watched Turkish's video yesterday, I don't really watch many content creators, yeah, because it's like I'm at work. Yesterday, I had about an hour spare before I went live. I watched Turkish, Troops, Potsy, and James. Yeah, I'm going to watch Curtis. Yeah, I'm going to watch Curtis later because everyone was telling me to watch Curtis. Cool. Yeah, all of them on the same page. Yeah, Miss Moldova was in the kitchen prepping my food up for me. Bless up to her. Yeah, she goes, "Who's this guy? He sounds exactly like you." I said, "That's Turkish." Yeah, he sat in his car. He sat in the Datsun, guys. Yeah, the Datsun Diaries. Yeah. She goes, "He sounds exactly like you. Why is he so angry?" I said, "Because we've had enough of fucking this club, bro." I was like, it's annoying. We are so close to being great.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now he's gone all about himself. Timber's now out for tomorrow. Saka, I did tell everyone, shout out my lion. Told everyone yesterday, yeah, there's a reason Dalman started that game and Madueke came on as a sub. because Saka is fucked. Yeah, but Saka went international duty. Why? Why does Saka play for? Did he play the whole game in the final? No, he came off. Yeah, no, did he come off? I don't even know.
I think he must have cut. I don't know. I think he must have.
Remember, he played most of the final, and then Matt Wakey came on.
Yeah, because Madueke didn't replace Saka.
No, he didn't. I swear Saka played the whole game, right?
Yeah, he played the whole game. So he played the whole.
Maybe
night.
I'm wrong. Maybe we're wrong. Yeah, chat, help us out.
But he came off.
Was substituted. I think he came off for Havertz, didn't he?
But at the same time, even if because Trossard came off in the 84th minute or 82nd minute, yeah, right. But either way, we can read this manager like a book. Yeah, there's a reason Dalman started against Southampton and played the whole 90 because he didn't want to risk Madueke in that 90. Yeah, because he needs him for Tuesday because Saka's fucked. Come on,
wow,
Matt goes international duty.
Wow, Matt Wakey screwed up. Matt Wakey was out there. He was out there dead legging it last week. You saw him in the brace.
Matt Wakey was out there doing the splits after he took a man on, then took him on again, then took him on again. Take that fucking headband off, bro. Mate, I was fuming about the balloons, 99 yellow balloons and that. Yeah, it's jarring. Yeah,
hey, 99 balloons, but a win ain't one. You got 99 balloons, but a win ain't one.
Mate, I swear. It's so jarring because the next manager that comes in, this fan base have been bamboozled, and English football club supporters, whether you're around the world or not, have been bamboozled into believing that league finish is a metric of success. So on that premise then, Man United finished 15th last season. So is that progress that they finish in third right now? No, they're Man United, bro. They should be up there. Yeah, and let's be real, if they sacked that scrub fucking 3 months earlier, it'd be a title race.
Yeah, Lee, if they'd sacked him earlier, they probably would have been in this cup final. In this FA Cup. Or
they'd still be in the cups.
They'd still be in the cups.
Yeah, let's be real with it. We played Man United first game of the season. Oh, look at our fixtures. But we've got all the home games coming down the pipe.
Lee, let's call it buck. That first game against United, we came on that Monday. Me, you, Jess,
we got banged. We got
lucky. And we said, hey, we won the game, but that wasn't looking good. What y'all complaining about? Here they go. Season just started. They complaining already. Couple weeks later, say the same exact thing. Same as
that. Like, but it was a screamer.
Yeah. Then Sunderland showed
up. That's the first loss. We lost to a screamer. Then we lose to Villa. Yeah. And but it was Buendia last minute, 97th minute. Matty, me, you, and Ola sat on that watch along, yeah? When Emi Buendia scored that goal in 96th minute, yeah? We were calling that goal for 10 fucking minutes. Yeah. Northside was on the stream for Sunderland. Yeah. He jumped on the stream for the Sunderland game, didn't he? Yeah. We're 2-1 up. Trossard scores out of nowhere, top bins it. Yeah. North was like, we're retreating. No, we need to start like moving forward. Yeah, we're sinking back. He then brings Mosquera on. Yeah, 2-2. Yeah, and he called it, bro. Yeah, that's the thing, yeah. If we know this as football fans that are not as clued up as these managers, yeah, and we ain't clued up as these managers, they know more football than we ever will. Yeah, but at the same time, yeah, their hands are tied at some points, and I get it. Yeah, I get it. Liverpool fans are sitting there fucking waxing Liverpool about fucking Mohamed Salah. That motherfucker has got in his contract. He has to play. He has to play, bro. Yeah. So how's Salah staying on the pitch? Well, it's in his contract. Yeah. So Arne Slot, you can have a go at Arne Slot all you like. It's in his contract. He has to play. Yeah. So what's he got? What can he do? The only thing he can do is call out the hierarchy. Now you're dead. You're finished. Yeah, you call out a hierarchy, you're done. Yeah, Mohamed Salah has got in his contract, he has to play. Yeah, that guy was fucking awful at the weekend, and he played for 80 odd minutes. Why? Because it's in his contract.
Yeah.
Can you show me? How can you can never go at Arne Slot? We did this with Wenger. Kenny, Matty, Chat, yeah, Bellerin and Xhaka had in their contract 30 games minimum if they're fit. Yeah, so we were getting banged every week. We're like, hold up a minute. Why are these two idiots starting every week? It's in their fucking contract.
Yeah, but the same thing with Kepa, though. Well, I know people are up in arms about him starting against Man City and that you've got to play your best goalkeeper. That doesn't work like that no more. It was like this, if we had juniors in goal, Ray would have started that final, and he probably would have started the most difficult games in the league. Because let's not forget, Ray started against Newcastle. It wasn't in Hines' contract, right? That he should start games and cup games. But when Kepa came to his club, it was agreed with his agent, alongside the manager and Berta, that he will start every cup game, including the final. That is set in stone. Mick Arteta cannot and would not have allowed to go back on that contract, because at the end of the day, that's the agreement. That's when you get these players, these number twos. Same with the Georgian goalkeeper at Liverpool. It's in his
really.
It starts cup games, and it will be the same at every big club. You know, what's happened with Trafford? Trafford was actually signed as number one, but when Donnarumma's available, you've got to get him.
Yeah, you got to get the best available. Yeah,
and that's the situation we've got. But let's not forget, it's easy to say, yeah, that Kepa was the reason we lost against Man City, and he wasn't that great, right, in his on Saturday. But let's not exempt the players, mate. There's a lot of players up here who are nicking a wage.
Kenny, that's a perfect segue. Yeah, Lee.
Our captain our captain is not mentally fit.
Our captain's not mentally.
He's not mentally. He's not.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say, right? When we're going through these sort of like tricky times, when the pressure is on, we've had 2 bad defeats. We need a leader in the dressing room. He's not capable of being that man, that leader. You've got a situation where a guy who's making a coup for the captaincy, his own game isn't great either. When was the last time we saw Declan Rice play and everyone said he was man of the match and actually meant it without just giving his man a match because he put his shoelaces on, put his shorts on, walked out and just went like that? Because a lot of times when Declan Rice gets man of the match, he just has to turn up. We can't even do that with Declan.
Declan Irish.
In English, and that's the fact, and that's the thing. In this time where we need calm heads and leadership, the manager is having kittens because he knows that his players are running at the ground, and he does not trust any of the other players. God help us if Ben White is playing.
He's playing tomorrow.
Right, sorry to cut in.
Mascara's got to start right back.
Sorry to cut in. Let me grab these super chats here. Lou Dog Van Dijk said, we gave up after the penalty. This is Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah, but that includes him then.
Yes,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Man said we gave up after the penalty.
Yeah, that means him.
Let me grab these super chats. I've got 10 of them real quick. Yeah, let me rifle through them.
So
big up Kalen, bro.
They're playing well against Man City, and then all of a sudden they got a fluky. Man City get a fluky penalty, and they throw the towel in.
Yeah, but that's Liverpool.
He should never play.
That's all these clubs. They're spineless. They're all nicking and living, bro. They're all getting paid way too much fucking money. So they're never going to out the manager. They're never going to out the hierarchy if you are a manager. And if you do, you're sacked. Yeah, if you out the manager, you're sacked. Yeah, you're done. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, big up Kalen. I genuinely don't remember anyone waffling about us being unbeaten after we crushed out the Champions League and FA Cup in April 2004. I remember thinking that if we lost to Liverpool, the season was over. Thank you. And who turned up? Thierry Henry, mate.
Who's going to turn up? Your fact is that we're asking players to turn up. There's no one there. You know what we haven't discussed? We haven't talked about the fact that somehow we scored multiple goals in league and cup competitions. Yet we got a striker who's basically scoring in bunches. He divides opinion because some people think he's elite.
So everyone is going to blame 20 in spite of this manager.
But some people are saying it's the manager's fault he's not playing. I think he's not good enough. Other people say there's agendas, and you got this dibbly dobbly who works his nuts off, but he's a dibbly dobbly, and then you've got Steve Gonzalez on the left, and you've got Saka, who's a shadow of himself. You've got Madueke, who basically
They're fucked. They're all finished.
played away case.
Our best players are all injured, and the ones that come in are shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
but that's because this manager ain't managed the squad properly.
Yeah, but
Why ain't fucking Odegard played more games than he's played?
Because he
Why?
doesn't trust him. Because
Thank
he doesn't
you.
trust him.
Why has Skelly not played? Man
Because he don't
started
trust
in the Bernabeu, Kenny.
Yeah, but that's last year. Let's not
Why
forget.
didn't he play him this year?
Yeah, because let's not forget why Wanyeri and Skelly were playing football matches. They played because of injuries, not
Right.
because they made developed. These were necessity selections.
To him, to keep his career going and keep
Yeah.
the Fugazi going.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, but-
When he sits there and says, "Oh well, we got more goals than the Invincibles," cool. They were invincible, you spaz. Yeah, they won shit, bro. Yeah, they literally won a league title without losing a game. So you can score more goals than them, you can have more clean sheets than them, whatever. Fact is, yeah, this guy, swear down, yeah, this guy jars me more than any person on this planet. Yeah, and I'm not going to get angry. I'm going to read the super chats. Let's carry on. Big up, Medusa. Sorry, Kenny, my ears stopped working, but my eyes were looking respectfully. Medusa loves Kenny Ken. Go on, girl. She's loving Kenny Ken's guns, bruv. Guns out, Kenny's out, bruv. Happy Easter, baby. Big up, Chico. False on Michael Malone going UNC, my guy.
Hey, Chike, you know how it work over there? He's got 2 seasons to get it together. If he don't get it together in 2 seasons, he gets the sack. And I think the Huskies might eat by Michigan tonight. That's a 50-50 game. But
is it a free hit, Matty?
No, it's not gonna be a free hit. Somebody got to win this one. This is for the national title. Somebody got to win it. So, but it'll be a good game.
Bless up, big up Chico, man. Bless up Gunnery SE as well. Shave off all Mikel's hair. You haven't forced him to walk over 100 times barefoot, sell the hair to the Toys R Us and give the money back to the club. Bro, do you know what we need back? Yeah, time. Because we've wasted enough of it. Yeah. And that final has mentally killed this team off. Yeah, because they were in second gear, Man City. Yeah, and we've been winging it. Who was it that said it? Yeah, I think it was you, Kenny. We are the Premier League bullies. We're the bully team.
Yeah,
they would just bully you
until we run up on the right team.
I've run into a guy, Pauls, the other day, and he was with his parents and his sister. Yeah, and he had an athletic shirt on. It was like early 20s. Said this yesterday. Yeah, so anyone's heard it, sorry. Yeah, and I said to Miss Moldova, she speaks fluent. Yeah, I said, I want to go and ask him if he'd take Mikel Arteta at Ley. And he was like, oh, yeah, he's doing a good job. Good job. I said, 6 years, no trophies. The mum and dad started busting up laughing. Yeah, I said, 6 years, no trophies. Yeah, the mum and dad were laughing.
Nothing.
Yeah, I swear down on my daughter's life, they were laughing. And he went, but you know how long Simeone's gone without a trophy? I said, brother, he's in a final. He's in the Copa del Rey final. Yeah, on the 18th or 21st of this month, whenever it is. I think it's the 18th. Yeah. I said, he's won 2 Europa Leagues, 2 Champions League finals, 2 league titles, Super Club. Yeah. I was like, what are you talking about, bro? Yeah. But because he was with his family, I didn't want to press him, pause, too much. Yeah. So I was like, yeah. Then she was stood over there and I'm standing with the family. And he goes, but now we're in April. Yeah. And in April and May, Arteta always bottles it. Yeah. The very next fucking game. And that was the same fucking evening we lose to Southampton. Yeah. So I was like, why would you take him then if you know he bottles it? It was like, because I think he's doing a good job and it's the best league. I was like, bro, you're Spanish.
No.
Yeah, but if his parents weren't there, then yeah, I would like me and North do. Yeah, and then they go, oh yeah, actually you're right. Yeah, it's jarring. It's so fucking annoying. Yeah, because on paper he looks good. Everything on paper about this manager looks amazing. Yeah, but when you scrape the surface, yeah, it's salmonella, bro. Big up Lou Dog. I love you, Lauren. Sorry I didn't call you back. I'll call you back. My sister goes back Thursday, yeah? Later this week, I'll call you, babes. I'm sorry. I know you were harassing. Well, you weren't harassing me. You can harass me anytime you want, baby. Yeah, our manager won the league 10 months ago. Xavi's song singing in the away and 67th minute. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't let your standards slip. like Stevie G.
Yeah, sorry, cutting Lee.
They don't care.
I told you. Did I tell you a conversation I had with Jan Mulbu?
Yep.
By this time last year, it was a semi-final. First leg of the semi-final. It was actually, if we probably in 3 weeks' time, the first leg of the semi-final, in 3 weeks' time, it'd be a year since it's happened. We lost 1-0, then Ballet gets the winner.
Yep.
I saw the PSG players coming out, and a lot of them looked like children. They were like thin. They looked like teenagers.
They look skinny like me.
They were thin.
Dembele is skinnier than me.
Jan Mobile. Jan Mobile came out, and I collared Jan Mobile, and I said to Jan Mobile,
Jan Mobile.
I said to him, what you been doing? How comes you here? He goes, I've been working for Danish TV. I said, what? You've been speaking Scouse Danish? And he started laughing. I said, you still got the accent. I started criticising Arteta, and he says that Arteta's done a really good job. But one of the things he was saying is that a lot of us in football, especially people who work behind the scenes, the pundits, are saying, when is he going to get you lot over the line? And I said to Jan Mulbu, your club has got more ambition than Arsenal ever have. You've got bigger standards. Because I'll tell you one thing, Slotter's won the league, right?
And they want him out.
Yeah, you know what I said to him? I said, in a year's time, this year, if you're not challenging for the league or you're struggling for the top 4, you lot are going to want him out and you'll sack him. And Jan Mulbu did not argue with me. 12 months down the line, same situation, what Lauren's saying.
Yeah, facts.
Standard.
And this is the thing, yeah? And I'll let Matty go. Yeah, this is the thing, yeah? Because I'm going to go bathroom and empty this ashtray. This is the thing, yeah? Right? Top clubs are top clubs for a reason. Liverpool are the most successful club in England. Factually. Yeah, Man United are probably the biggest club. Yeah, but you could argue that with Liverpool. But factually, Liverpool won more than Man United. You could argue because Man United have won less champs and European, whatever. You could flip a coin on them too, yeah? They're massive football clubs, bro. Yeah, I live in Spain. I do not see any Liverpool or Man United fans out here. Do you know what I see out here? PSG. Yeah, Real Madrid. Barcelona. Man City. They all have Rodri on the back, by the way. Yeah, they all have Lamine Yamal on the back. Yeah, on the bus. Bro, I don't see any Arsenal shirts out here unless they're English on holiday. Yeah, I see Chelsea out here.
What about that one? Do you see that one out there?
Nope. Bro, it's funny you say that. There's a guy who sits in the bar down the road, yeah? And I'm going to buy him a plaque. Yeah, and I keep saying to the bird, it's a Spurs pub, yeah? Every time I go in, Aaron went in there with me. I said, we fucking stormed your boozer again, you mugs. Every time I go in there, they're always for Arsenal fans, yeah? Right, we stormed your gaff again. Yeah, and I said, I'm going to get this guy a plaque. His name's Harry. Yeah, Bodo Glimt fan. Yeah, Bodo Glimt fan. Yeah, Norwegian. He actually rates Odegard. Yeah, Odegard. Yeah, he told me how to say fuck off in Norwegian. I can't remember how you say it. Either way. Yeah, I'm sat in the bar with him earlier. Yeah, and I said, Harry, do you think we'll beat Sporting tomorrow? He was like, good luck. Yeah, good luck. He's got mad skin cancer, real bad skin cancer, bless him. Yeah, right. He's like 50 odd years. Such a nice guy, man. Yeah, he's the happiest guy I've ever met in my life. Yeah, I came back from Madrid. He had a cabbage growing off his eyelid. And I was like, Harry, what happened? I left you for a week, bro. He goes, well, skin cancer. It is what it is. Yeah, and then he had to have the graft taken. Fucking horrible what's happening with that guy, but he's a nice guy. Anyway, yeah, I digress. Yeah. I said to him, do you think we'll beat Sporting tomorrow? Good luck. He goes, good luck. He goes, they beat Bodo Glimt 5. Yeah. He goes, and Bodo are a good team. He goes, good luck. He goes, Arsenal are good, but no, I don't think you'll be Sporting. This guy don't know fuck all about football, really. Yeah. He don't really know a lot about football. Yeah, and this is why I always ask people that don't really know a lot about football. We're invested in it. It's our life. Well, it's not. Well, it's my fucking life. I do fuck it. I fucking hate this channel. Yeah, Subtly Reacts. Yeah, but we're invested in it because you go every week, Kenny. It's been part of your life for 40 years. Yeah, Matty, it's been part of your life for 30 odd years. Yeah, waking up at silly o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's been part of my life as well.
Yeah.
Everyone in the chat, doesn't matter what team you support, yeah, doesn't matter where you live in the world, it's part of your life. Yeah, you're like, shit, oh, yeah. So Miss Moldova said to me, you coming to the church on Saturday? I said, why? She went, it's Orthodox Easter. I was like, when are Arsenal playing? Yeah. So I checked, it was 1:30 kickoff, Spanish time. I said, I might be able to make the church, but I'm not sure. Depends. Yeah, and I love that. That church is mad. Anyway,
it was Orthodox Easter, but it was
Orthodox
unorthodox Arsenal playing.
No, it was Orthodox Arsenal because that's exactly what it is, mate. Yeah, that was it was Orthodox. Yeah, it was fucking Orthodox, bro. Yeah, Orthodox. Yeah, get the fuck out of it. Yeah, it's jarring. Yeah, but when I speak to people that don't know much about football, yeah, they give you the actual boom straight down the barrel. Yeah, straight down the barrel because they don't know. They're not invested like we are. So they're not going to go, well, you know, actually, I'll give him a bly. Yeah, Kepa gets a pass at the weekend. How can he save them 2 shots? Where the fuck was our defense for both of them goals? Yeah, you can't blame the goalkeeper for that. So even though he shouldn't have started the goalkeeper, yeah, you can blame the manager for starting him. Cool, but it ain't his fault that he conceded 2 goals. Yeah. However, you can blame him for ruining half of this fucking squad. Yeah. But then when you ask people that don't know anything about football or don't know a lot about football, they just give you an honest opinion. Yeah. And that's why this Harry guy, yeah, he goes, good luck. Yeah. So as soon as he walked in, I got out of his chair because his chair's up against the wall. I'm like, I'm going to buy you a plaque saying this is Harry's chair with an arrow down. I'm going to buy a plaque. I'm going to put it there. All right. As soon as he walked in the bar, I was like, Harry, yeah, love, brother. Yeah, it's such a geezer. Yeah. And I said, Harry, we play Sporting Lisboa tomorrow. He went, good luck. Good luck. Good luck. He goes, they scored 5 past my Bodo Glimt. Yeah. He goes, they should have scored 15. Yeah. He goes, good luck. I said, would you take Arteta at Bodo Glimt? He said, hell no.
Yeah, that's tell y'all you need to know. Lee, when you look at the way we played Saturday, and this is leading up to that first goal, and you see Odegard right here. This is how you know it is
this the back heel?
Yeah, this leads up to it.
Yeah, play it, mate. I don't care for it.
Well, I don't have the video. I just got the frames. I had a video.
I don't care if I get done for copyright if you play it anyway.
If I can find the video, I'll pull it up here. But this is the frame. This is what I was talking about on the broadcast.
Right, okay, so who's that in front? Who's that in the box? That's Jesus. Jesus.
Jesus, Max.
He's not even looking at the fucking ball, bro. Where's he going?
This is leave him out of it. You can just X him out of it. Leave.
No, 1 second, mate. Sorry to cut over you. I'm gonna go piss. Right. Look at the fucking defender in the top left. Yeah. The guy, the Southampton player, right there. Yeah, in the middle near the penalty spot. Yeah, he ain't even looking. He's looking the other way. Do you know why? Because he's reading the room. Yeah, Jesus is okay. Maybe he's, and obviously it's a steal. Yeah, Martin Odegaard's body shape is all out of sync anyway. He ain't ready to cross that ball. Yeah,
what?
Why? Who's that? Is that Dalman? Yeah, that's Dalman.
Yeah. Dalman passes him the ball. In this situation, Lee, I'm gonna break this thing down. All he needed to do, he receives the ball. Max is right there. All of this was space for him to run into right there. This is immediately the way he needs to go. He doesn't need to think about it. Doesn't need to do anything. Next frame. He's telling Max to come from way over there, all the way around him. This is why I said what I said during the game. I said Odegaard is I've said this time and time again. If Odegard is on the pitch when we play, there's no chance we win.
All right, and Gary Jesus still ain't looking anywhere near the ball. He's looking the opposite way.
What's the situation with Eze?
He's fucked. Good luck if you see him the rest of the season.
Yeah, but I've heard rumours that, so he's definitely out.
He's out for 6 weeks. Can he'll be lucky if he makes World Cup.
The chat, can y'all confirm he's out for tomorrow? Is he out for tomorrow?
Right, Eze's out. Yeah, Eze's out. Eze's out for weeks, bro. That guy's done for weeks.
Someone said Eze was back in training today.
Yeah, he's back in training. I guarantee he's in the squad tomorrow. Yeah, because this motherfucker will wheel these players out and put him in training to try and dupe the manager that he's going up against. Oh my
He's-
God. He says he's back in training. Yeah. How many times does this guy sit there and say, we have not got any new injury concerns? And then I always say to you guys, chat, you know, I'm not lying. I guarantee a player that started the last game is not in the squad for the next game. And he's told us there's no new injury concerns. Every week it happens. That's what I did in press conference.
He's back this weekend. He's back at the weekend. Okay.
He ain't back at all, bro. And if he's back, he's out again.
This right here. Odegard is calling for Max Diamond to come all the way over there.
Why? If that's Lamine Yamal, yeah, if that's Dembele, yeah, if that's just any competent fucking player, bro. Yeah. If that's Dalman in that position, do you think Dalman's pointing for Odegard to run around him?
No, he's just gonna go ahead. The space is there.
Dalman's dropping that guy on his ass.
The space is there, Lee.
And Jesus still ain't looking. Martinelli, look at Martinelli. Martinelli should be running where that blue arrow is in the middle near the penalty spot.
He need to be
where that little thing you've put the blue arrow in the middle near the penalty spot. Further down to the left. Right there. That's where Martinelli should be busting his bollocks to run across there. Yeah, and Odegard should be whipping that straight in. Yeah, that's how Haaland scored his second goal. Semenyo crossed it. Boom.
This is what the captain decides he wants to do: turn around and take on two players. After he watch this, y'all. After he told Max to go over there.
Look where Norgard is, by the way. Norgard's got a free shot.
Yeah, right there.
Why didn't he pop it off to Norgard? He can shoot from there.
So he circles around. He does all this. He drops in 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, mate, take that back here. Just look at the seconds. Yeah. 34, 35, yeah? 2 seconds later, yeah, look at the state of that.
Look at Max. Max is like, bro, you told me to come over here. I mean,
I've come over here for what, bro?
Yeah, that's why I put a little look. That's why I put a little face up on him. Look at him. You know,
he was angry with him most of the game. I can't lie. Yeah, look at where Norgard is right now. Yeah, Norgard had a free shot if he pops it off, bro.
Yeah.
And look at where Jesus is, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, look at Norgard. Norgard's going, yo, why don't you give me the ball? He's like, please, sir, can I have some more?
Well, by that time, Lee, now you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's dribbling, and now he decides he wants to let me go to
Max is fucking coming back from offside.
Yeah. Then frame 6, he wants to lay it back to Max in a situation where there's 3 people right there.
Yeah, and he's off balance. And look where Jesus is. Look where Norgard is.
And then
he didn't even look.
Lee, then you got folks like Tom Cannon coming out here talking about it's Max.
It's Dalman's fault. Okay, cool. He should have tracked back. Yeah. However, does Lamine Yamal fucking track back, bro?
If he would have attacked that man, he would have attacked him from behind. That probably going to result in a yellow card.
Thanks.
Because the play got away from him, so it was going to be a yellow card. There's no need for him to foul. We should have been in the situation in the first place. Now, Kenny, I got something for you today too, Kenny.
I'm going
because we talked about this. Hold on, just a second. Let me pull this up right quick for you, Lee. Hold on, Lee. Pull this up right quick here.
Yeah, go on.
Shut it. Because me and Kenny had a discussion about this.
How are you blaming a 16-year-old, bro?
Here you go.
But I think what's happened is that you know why it's done.
Yeah, here we go. This the one here, Kenny. That's what I want you to see. Yeah. This is Sunderland all over again, Kenny. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the defense all over the place. 6 and 7.
Yeah. And especially with the first goal. You look at the first goal, right? They've got through the press. And what's happened is you've got a situation where he's saying, hang on it, I've got to help this guy out here. Which means what will happen is that if he makes that decision, either there's going to be overlap or the guy could just hold the ball and then there's a one-on-one there. That's what Mick Arteta does. He doesn't want one-on-ones and equal players. But even so, even when that cross comes in, right, in professional football, when you're a defender, you have to win that header. You've got to win that header. It doesn't matter whether like I said, whether you're good in the air or not. you win that header,
Yeah.
right? That means the danger's gone. Obviously, and then you forget about the first 2 phases of play. But the minute Benjamin White, look at his position in there,
Yeah, right there.
right? His position in there. He's worried about his man coming behind him. The ball comes in. He now knows if he does not win that header, there's a one-on-one. Stuart's got enough time to get out his feet. Stuart's first touch, right, was good there, because there's been a lot of times this season where we have had the operation where some of our strikers have missed a header, missed a clearance, but their feet are all wrong. And that's what we're trying to say about when we play against Arsenal. A lot of times when we played, especially before the Sunderland game, there were a lot of situations where the opposition weren't good enough to get past us, because our low block was the best in the business. People go down the wings, and then immediately our players know to double up. It's hard to break us down. And then what happens is that because teams are playing low block themselves, we know with our set pieces we can hit the game. Fulham away was a perfect example about this, where Fulham did try getting these situations. They couldn't get past the midfield. Wilson, whenever he got chances, he would snatch at them. 2 weeks, a month, 3 weeks later, when we played Sunderland, it was exactly like this, and it's been like this ever since.
Well, you can also go back to when we played Bournemouth. Evan Nielsen, they couldn't quite get over the line there. And then Wolves, that game at home against Wolves. If they could have just put away their chances, and even in this game, Kenny, let's be honest. Let's just keep it real. They should have beat us 4-5-0.
Well, that's the thing. But there was a period before. There's a period before they scored when we had a lot of the ball and we're knocking on that door, but we weren't doing anything. We weren't exactly breaking them down, but we were keeping them in their half. We're keeping them in half, forcing corner after corner, and that's what I thought. Hang on here, we're going to put it in the mixer. That's when I was thinking, hang on, they're doing a short corner routine.
Short corner. And the crazy part about it, even when they did the short corners, they wouldn't even sit. They wouldn't even lob the ball in. They wouldn't even lob it on a basic cross. I mean, this is what I'm saying, kid. These are problems that me and you we've been diagnosed since probably October, September, November, and we're at the back end of the season. And I think this fan base thinks that this is going to change overnight. It's not.
But people see the light now. You've mentioned a few names. I didn't see Turkish's like I said, extract from his channel, but I did see a bit of James B. James B was saying everything we were saying for months. Maybe he's been saying it, or maybe he just thinks, right, I'm going to say it now. He mentioned the Wolves game. He mentioned Brentford, how we haven't been playing well. He's mentioned all these other games where we haven't played well, and now we're in a situation now where we're not sure anymore. And my theme is always going to be. And I see where people are coming from. The Bournemouth game is so critical because our fans know that if we play first and we don't beat Bournemouth, and Man City beat Chelsea, which they're more than capable of doing, because Haaland's scoring again. Chelsea are in a situation where they're not happy with Rossenior. They've got their own sort of injuries. They haven't got Reece James, but they'll put in a performance. They'll give it their all. But if Man City just happen to sort of like get their shooting boots on and play like they played against us, and be clinical, that could be a situation where the pressure's on. Then we come into the game at the Etihad. That's the situation now where we haven't beaten Bournemouth, they've beaten Chelsea, and then they beat us at the Etihad. It's game on. It's game on.
Yep,
it's game on.
It's like I said during the broadcast. I said we bottled the title at 8 points clear before. We're only 1 point different. It's not like it's in the realm of it can't happen. And I was saying this months ago. I said we need a double-digit lead. We need a serious double-digit lead. I'm talking like 12.
We were saying that in January, though. We were saying it in January. You think about January, where we had opportunities, missed the opportunity against Liverpool when they drew against. I think was it Brighton. Missed that opportunity.
Yeah.
Man United game as well, where Man United beat them at Old Trafford. A week later, they played us. In order to sort of run away from Man City, once again, we dropped points. But that's been us all season. Regardless of what you say about our squad, and what in terms of like the ability and saying we're this great team. No, we're not this great team. We're fallible as anyone else, especially defensively. Our defence is just as fallible if our midfield are not doing their jobs. For a long time now, Declan Rice has been doing 2 or 3 people's jobs. Stuart Mendy's learning on the job, and we've had a non-functioning number 10. Either it's Martin Odegaard non-functioning, or it's Eze not giving us what we need.
Yeah,
and that's been happening for a long time. But finally, Eze seems to have got back in the fold. Eze is now playing well. What happens? He gets injured. So we now got to decide whether do we go to Havertz, do we go to Odegaard. But we know with Martin Odegaard, mentally, physically, he can't give us much. So we're now in a situation now where we're going to these games, must-win games. We're not sure what's going to happen. So now it's going to be relying on a set piece. And I think that wants to Saka keep fit.
And I think one of the things is that I've seen a lot of this today where people are starting to look at the schedule and they're trying to figure out where the wins are coming from. And I keep telling people, man, that back-to-back with City and Newcastle, regardless of how bad Newcastle might look, when they play us, if it's one team that knows exactly how to play us, it's Newcastle. Newcastle, City know what to do. And Evan Nielsen, I told you, Evan Nielsen was ripping our ass last time we played.
Groupie.
Yeah. They Bournemouth was giving us shit last time, and they got to play. They're trying to play for Europe. Them and Newcastle, I think, are both trying.
Them and Newcastle are level on points. And they're 6 points off Chelsea.
Yeah, and then you still got
and Bournemouth have drawn 5 in a row. They're hard to beat, bro.
Yeah, it's a stout team, and so you got those issues, and now you got
3 weeks off.
Then you got the game tomorrow, and then if Wolf we go down a goal or 2 there, and they got to break
Luis Suarez, Ignacio, Trincao.
I'm telling y'all, man.
They ain't ready for Luis Suarez, bro. They don't know who Luis Suarez is, mate.
but that's the thing. That's this bad form. These injuries are coming at a wrong time,
and they bleed over, Kenny.
But Kenny, you say the injuries have come at the wrong time. The injuries have been caused by this manager. Yeah, these have been coming. You say it's the wrong time. Yeah, cool. I agree. Yeah, but at the same time, Kenny, we've been sitting there for 7 months watching this dead football. Yeah, with this manager lying, cheating, winging it. Yeah, lying in press conferences. Yeah, and then playing players injured. So. Yeah, they've come at the wrong time in terms of you as a football fan that goes to games or us as football fans that watch around the world. Yeah, because it's like, now it's the money shot. We need to win. Yeah, so for you as a fan that's invested all season, us as fans around the world that have invested by getting up and watching it. Yeah, but Kenny, you're leaving your fucking yard for this. You're paying your dough for this. Yeah, you're going live and on it. And now it's come at the wrong time. This has been coming, Kenny. Yeah, and it's been 7 months in the making. So when you see these top gooners chatting shit, yeah, it's like, oh, just be happy Saka's back.
But one thing we've learned in football is that you got to remember one thing, right? It was like I said, Orson Welles, Mark Twain says. Before the truth puts its trousers on, a story, a tale will travel a great mile, i.e. a lie. And what's happened right now is that the people that are listened to in our fan base are people who've been given a script, i.e. if you want to get on, you can't say this, you can't say that. You can't behave like this, you can't do that, because it won't help you. Everyone who's gone from being Arteta out, who's in the public stratosphere, to now backing a manager and backing a club has had that conversation. You can tell they have had that conversation. And the reason why you know they've had that conversation, because they will simplify this argument. They'll point towards the 9 points ahead, what you're worried about. You know, we're not Spurs, we're not this. Because what they want to do is silence you. They want to silence you. They don't want to talk about Wolves. They don't want to talk about the 2 cup games we've lost. They want to talk about Man United. They want to talk about the lack of form. They don't want to talk about the fact that we can blatantly see that Saka's not fit, but we're still playing him. We can blatantly see that Declan Rice is going to break down anytime soon. But they don't want to talk about it because they want to silence you because they think that you're so stupid and so puerile that you can't watch a football match and analyse it yourself.
Yeah, you have to think the same as them.
And then when you come at them with facts, you want us to lose. You want to be proved right because they can't take the fact that you're not following them like the Pied Piper. You're not being a cheerleader for them. All this rubbish they come out with. Let's all get together. Let's all be friends.
We need to back the lads until the very end, judging me.
All the facts. Yeah.
Yeah, how about judging fucking now?
But that's the thing. Why should a fan base unite? When I hear a fan say we should all get together and unite, what that's telling me is that I'll do your talking for you. I'll get all the appearances on Sky. I want you to be my cheerleader. You just keep quiet. You don't say your piece.
Yeah, you have to behave yourself like a good little boy, Kenny. Yeah, that spent thousands, hundreds of thousands, of pounds, literally hundreds of thousands of pounds. Yeah, leaving your house, having ups and downs, smiles and frowns with family members, friends, wifey, so on and so forth. Yeah, because I can't do this, babe, because it's Tottenham away. Oh, I can't do that because it's Chelsea. Oh, I can't do that because we're playing Kai Rat. Yeah, bro. You know what it's like, Kenny. I ain't saying I suck eggs here, Kenny. Anyone in this chat here that has not done home and away, and Kenny does most of the London, all the London ways and Leicester. He hates Boxing Day football, by the way.
I love it. Correct.
Yeah, but you do Kenny. How long have you been going? How long have you been going?
You know what? I forgot.
He's forgotten more. He don't even know how many games he's been to. That's how fucking
if you exclude going with adults, right? If you exclude going with adults and actually having a proper experience when you're being an adult,
kid, yeah.
I went to my first Arsenal game on my own without an adult when I was 12. Right, it's men. I refuse to go. I refuse. Now, yeah? I refuse. I refuse. I've been supporting
fake fan, Kenny. You're
for 46 years. For 46 years, my first Arsenal game, unsupervised, was when I was 12. Amongst big men, they said, "Do you want to go on Uni Gun?" I said, "No, I'm going to go with these guys."
Yeah,
I'm not kids.
Was that the North Bank on the clock end?
Right. I don't want to go with the Junior Gunners. I don't want to be around them.
No, I want to be with the top geezers.
I wanted to be with the men.
Was that clock end on North Bank, Kenny?
Yeah. I wanted to learn.
Which end was it? Clock end. Tell them, Kenny. Clock end or North Bank?
It was a North Bank, then a clock end, but we weren't allowed to have the clock end because when Spurs came from Haringey, they were given the whole clock end. West Ham were given the whole clock end.
Yeah.
That was when it was standing only, and then when it became ticket only, I started off in North Bank and I ended up in a clock in next to the away supporters. And then the Emirates, I've had my season thing. Now that doesn't make me better than every other supporter.
Of course.
But
how much do you reckon you've spent? Sorry to keep cutting you off here, and people will be fuming. Oh, he keeps cutting Kenny. How much do you reckon you've spent, Kenny?
Let's just say I've got patient children, I've got patient wife, because I'll tell you one thing, right? I won't tell you how much I've spent, but I'll tell you how many holidays we've had during the football season as a family.
0.
You see the space between my finger. I don't allow football holidays during the football season because I'm so committed to this club.
And you got people out there talking over you. Well, I talk over you, to be fair. Yeah. But you got people out there that know fuck all about this club, Kenny. Yeah, have latched onto this club. And cool, listen, doesn't matter whether we started supporting Arsenal yesterday. Yeah, But have a bit of respect for your elders, yeah? Like I said about the guy with skin cancer, Harry, Bodo Glimfran. That's his chair, bro. He walked in that bar earlier. I was like, yo, Harry, lo siento, por favor. Your chair, bro. Respect for your elders, bro. Yeah, take your shoes off when you turn up at someone's gaff. Yeah, please and thank you. Hold a door open for a woman or a child. Yeah, let a car come through when it's your right away, even if they don't say thanks. Oh well, never mind. Yeah, it's respect. Yeah, the problem is this generation, this new school since the Emirates era, I've got no fucking respect, bro. Yeah, and I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. Let's move on. Yeah, bless up everyone locked in. I'm going to get these super chats real quick and we'll go to Matty's graphic right there. Ciao. Love you, brother. Big up everyone here. The reaction since my Sidemen appearance yesterday has been overwhelming. My dad would have loved it. RIP Pops. Bruv, happy Easter to you and RIP Pops every time, brother. Yeah, and bless up to you, man. Make sure you sub to his channel as well, guys. Yeah, bless up, bro. Big up Vegas. Other channels have super fans with dictionaries doing verbal gymnastics instead of keeping it real. I said Clive. I see a tweet earlier. Yeah, I see a tweet earlier. I'm going to spin this one. Here's what it is. He knows exactly what we need. Yeah, well, good one, mate. Yeah, bless up Vegas. Big up Gomez Elio, brother. Matty Lee Kenny, this manager is ruining the club. Bro, do you know what it is? I don't even blame the manager. Yeah, anyone that can get paid a serious fuck ton of money, yeah, good luck to them. Yeah, I blame the people. Now, so it's like when people say, oh, Pep ruined English football. No, it's all the mini-me's that are trying to copy Pep. Yeah, so Arteta's doing what he's doing. Yeah, the PR's doing the PR. It's all the people that actually believe it that are the problem, not them. Yeah, if you ain't wide awake, yeah, and you can't see what this manager's doing, you can fuck off down the lane, mate. Yeah. Oh, okay. They won the Europa League last season. Cool. For the panel, prediction for Bournemouth game, draw. Yeah, I said to Potsy earlier. Yeah, I said, I don't think we'll beat Sporting and I don't think we'll beat Bournemouth. Yeah, I said, and then we play Sporting. He messaged me, Potsy, sorry if I'm sharing this. He said, we'll draw or lose to Sporting. We'll draw with Bournemouth, but then we'll beat Sporting at home and we'll qualify and then we'll get banged by Barca. Yeah, and I agree. Yeah, sorry, Potsy, if I shared that, but it is what it is. Yeah, big up Gunnar SE from Thierry Henry to Horrid Henry, aka 29. But he's boxed up, Gunnar SE. Yeah, but apparently only rival fans watch this channel, guys. Amazing how many Arsenal fans are on the same page, isn't it? Yeah. Big up to Digi Nomad, my guy. My striker has 17 goals and wears Tim's. Arteta out. He's talking about our striker, Matty. Yeah. He's feeling that we're doing this. I'm doing this. Matty wants no part of this, by the way.
That mine.
Yeah, Kenny said anyone over 40 doing this is a weigh-in.
You know what?
Your arms are bigger than my waist. I ain't arguing.
Yeah, but you know what? It's good. Look, it's great to enjoy them, but the fact is, right, we shouldn't be in a situation where we're crawling towards the title. We're worried about games.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Kenny, chat, Matty, anyone else watching on replay? Yeah, if you're so confident Arsenal win the league, extract every single money you have in your bank accounts, yeah?
Put it on the table.
Right? And go, yo, cool. I will put my life savings on this manager in the league. You can't. Bro, there was a guy in the bar the other day, yeah, before we played Southampton. Right, mate, I said this on the watch along. Yeah, he has been like he's English. Yeah, bless up to him. I'm not going to say his name, but he's a nice guy and his old man's Palace fan, yeah. Right, and this old man used to go home and away. Yeah, Palace. I was like, I fucking love Palace away. Palace away, Kenny, Palace away is sick, isn't it? Yeah. Palace away, Newcastle away.
It's the most unusual, interesting ground ever. It's on a bloody hill. It's in one of the most
fucking hill is a joke, bro.
It's in one of the most. It was one of the most diverse areas. I'll tell you one thing. It reminds. I've never been to New Orleans, but I've always imagined New Orleans. But when I go to Fulton Heath, I think, bloody hell, this must be what New Orleans is like in America.
Yeah, no, real talk. Real talk. Crystal Palace is right next door to Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
You go and get a
Sainsbury's.
meal deal. You can park your car in the car park if you're lucky and get a parking space early enough. Yeah, you can leave it there 3 hours, go and watch the game and leave. Yeah, but if you can't get there early enough and there ain't no parking space, I fucking hill, Kenny. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, it's literally like that, isn't it? You know, Kenny, you got big legs, pause. Yeah, it's like you walk up that hill, Kenny's just marching. Yeah, and I'm just like, fuck it, I have to stop every 2 minutes.
No,
I can't do it. Now I'm panicking because I'm going to lose my legs.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing, right? I'll tell you one thing. You'll put on about 3 stone if you live there. With the amount of takeaways there.
They got some nice restaurants around there as well.
Yeah.
There's some proper nice West Indian restaurants around there. They got some sick restaurants in that area. Yeah. But now, real talk, yeah, Crystal Palace. I was speaking with that guy, Arsenal. That was before we went live, Matty, with Ola for the game. Yeah. And he goes to me, yeah, but Lee, it's like, Lee, like, but why? Like, come on, he's doing all right. And I'm like, I'm not going to say his name. I'm like, yo, bruv, yeah, he ain't won nothing. Then it's like, yeah, but, you know, we're top of the league, we're top of the champs, like, blah, 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 blah. And I see him the other day, Saturday. I said, bro, if we lose to Southampton today, and he was with his missus and his kid, yeah, I was like, if we lose to Southampton today, we're in big problem. Yeah, and he went, I totally agree. Mm. This is like a top, like ride or die for Arteta.
Mm.
Yeah, respectful as fuck. Yeah, like, because the internet's totally different, by the way. Yeah, this guy, watches the channel. He don't comment. He says he watches. I know he watches. Yeah, he don't comment. Yeah, his old man, proper Palace. Yeah, and I said this on the show yesterday. Yeah, no one won the league at Anfield '89, Kenny, mate. Chat. His old man was a fireman. Yeah, so when they did the parade, yeah, he was one of the firefighters. Yeah, because you have to have the ambulance, the police, the firefighters. He said he got a fucking ringside seat to Anfield '89 parade. Yeah, and he was proper firefighter in Islam. Now, and I'm like, yo, I know he ain't chatting shit as well because I know the other lad, his son. Now, and I'm like, I like listening to people like that because it's like, it's nice to get a perspective from someone that's the opposite of how I think. Yeah. But then they're not dickheads. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, but guns, what about this? What about that? And then I go back with this and that. And it's like, on the internet, it's totally different. Oh, you got an agenda against Odegard. Yeah, but when I talk to him about Odegard, yeah, he's now come round the way. Yeah. However, it's took him 4 years to get back that way. Yeah. But he's not a dickhead with it. Yeah, whereas on here, I feel like this app has turned into like who can get the most drama. Yeah, who can get the most like traction by causing beef. Yeah, that's why I don't do panel shows. I ain't interested in them. That's why I do the show with you guys. Yeah, I'll do the show with friends. I am not fucking interested.
What's happening is that for some reason, people need to remember one thing. Without the clubs you support existing, without their existence, none of us would be here. But people seem to forget it. So people, I see a lot of people go on podcasts where they have their life stories, and they get caught up in thinking that they're superstars, that they got this kind of influence, and they love the fact they're influencers. So they're angry, yeah? Without Arsenal, without Man United, you wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have anything to do. You're in a situation where, for the first time, fans have got platforms. But let's not forget why you're here. It's about football in the club. So you support. But there's quite a few people on the podcast who forget that, and it becomes personal.
Yeah. And I'll be real, yeah. And I'll take accountability, yeah. I go at people. Yeah, and I do go at people. But I've had enough of people going at me, bro. Yeah, so I bite back. Yeah, and I go over the top, and I do go over the top, and I don't give a fuck. I'm unapologetic with it, yeah. Now, you want to come for me, you better not miss in it. Yeah, on that bombshell, big up Mr. Jam. Screenshot sums up everything wrong with this manager. We're getting to that in 1 second, brother. Big up me, big up in Jam, brother. Big up to Nicky Rad. What do you think is a bigger problem at the club, the manager and the style of play, or the lack of a true captain? Do you know what I think the biggest problem is? And I can't speak for these two. The biggest problem is the fan base, bro. Yeah, because they allow it. Yeah, they sympathize for the manager. Yeah, because they really want him to win. And we all want him to win. My hatred for this manager is less than my want to win a trophy. Mate, we've been sitting there. We've been sat here for years. Kenny, you've known me 10, 11, 12 years. I want the League Cup, bro. Yeah, Ola sits on the streams every week. Operation Save the Cubs. Yeah, he's been saying it for years. And it's like people are walking out of Wembley the other day going, I don't know, I will win the league anyway. Like, who the fuck gave you the right to pick and choose what trophy you want? And why the fuck are you here then if you don't care? Let somebody who cares go. Yeah, and then you're telling people that do care that are having a meltdown over it after being embarrassed in the final, they're fake. Bruv, what? Like, everything's upside down, but that's our team. We're upside down. Defenders are attacking, attackers are defending. Like, that's what this manager's done, bro. It's jarring. It's so annoying. Yeah, Kenny, we see this with Wenger in, Wenger out. Yeah, but it weren't as bad as this. Yeah, it was like Wenger in, Wenger out. That was a massive divide. Yeah, and it was toxic. We all know that. Yeah, and I was part of that. That's cool. Whatever. We're all on protest, whatever. Yeah, but at the same time, it was like you knew where you stood with the fan base. You were either yes or fucking no. Now, yeah, social media has blown up massive. Yeah, it's given me a career. Yeah, but now people are just playing a game, a little chess game, to angle themselves into this job, and that job, or that channel, and this, and get this sponsorship. So now, I get in a press conference. It's like, come on, man. Like, you're lying through your teeth. Yeah, and then 5 years later, 6 years later, you're now seeing the true colours of the people that were calling me and others on here, out for calling out players and manager. And it's like, this ain't the same shit, bro. It's like, I don't want your apology. Don't even apologise to me. I don't care, bro. Yeah, I hope he wins the league, and I genuinely do from the bottom of my heart, pit in my stomach. I hope he wins the league. But if you don't win the league, yeah, cool. I'm going to enjoy my summer, mate. Yeah, and you man can all cry about it. Oh, injuries. Good one. 115. That'll come back out again. Yeah, 115. It's boring. It's like, how about have some accountability for the gaffer? Yeah, because they hold players accountable. They hold fans like us accountable. Where's the accountability for the manager? There ain't none. It's annoying. So annoying, man. Big up to Vasco Astoria. Yeah, bless up, bro. I'm from Brazil. Come on, bless up, brother. Yeah, I'm from Brazil, but I lived in London. That Paul Geezer from AFTV would get absolutely pissed off with me. I'll tell him like it is. I'll tell him shit. Which one, bruv? You're talking about Judges or Julian, bruv?
Yeah, he's from Brazil. He definitely tell him. He's not lying.
Yeah, man's from the favela, bruv. He's definitely saying what he's saying. I see a Brazilian bird in the bar earlier.
Yeah, I guarantee Vasco da Gama, he don't tolerate shit down there. I guarantee.
But nobody tolerates shit, mate. Mate, you live in America, yeah? The top 3 clubs in America in the MLS, have all changed managers since we bottled 8 points.
Yeah. And some have done it, and Atlanta United's done it 3 times.
Yeah, the top 3 teams in PSV just won the title yesterday, by the way. PSV, what phase is he in? Yeah, top. Go to every top 3 team in every country around the world. Yeah, since we bottled the 8 points. Forget before that, because that's what put him on the map. Yeah, the 8-point bottle job. Yeah, the only 2 clubs around the world that haven't changed manager are Atleti and Man City. Yeah, but every club in the world wants him, Kenny.
Yeah, but the thing is that just I always say that whenever you sign a creative player or you get linked to a creative player, remember who's the manager. Yeah. Arsenal fans have got to remember who we are as a club. You know, we're not a sacking club. We're not a club that, that will look at a manager and have, say, right, they're not successful, let's go again. We've never been that club. You can, one guy just said, if Arteta if we don't win the league, who is it fault with it? Well, whenever we win the league, or whenever you win trophies, the manager gets credit, the captain gets credit, and the style of play gets credit. So, and the same thing, the reason why Arsenal are in a situation they were before, and why they haven't won things wrong for a while, it's those three things. You look at the great Arsenal sides, the first thing you'll focus on is Tony Adams, Frank McClintock, and Patrick Vieira. You go Man United, it's Roy Keane, or Brian Robson. You go Liverpool, it's Emlyn Hughes, it's Graham Souness,
Graham Souness,
all those big leaders, captains. And then you look at, and then when you talk about the style of play of Man United and Liverpool, style of play is fantastic. And then you look at the managers, Bob Paisley, Sir Alex Ferguson.
You look at Chelsea, you go Frank Lampard, Didier Drogba, John Terry.
All those teams that Kenny just named out had everything was clear and defined. They had a style of play. Every team he had named had a style of play. They all had a style of play. They all had leadership on the pitch, and they had a manager who knew what the hell they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
What's our style of play?
Well, it's actually defined. It's actually defined when he's got his first team. You know our style of play. But when the first team's not out there, especially when it's a team he don't respect, it's a competition where, as much as he wants to win it, and he will tell you that he wants to win it. He doesn't. But he wants to win it. But he doesn't want the extra games. He doesn't. He don't, because he doesn't want the extra games. You will see that we've got no style, no plan, and then we make up as we go along.
Yeah, Kenny. Sorry, respectfully, yeah. Even with our second string, we play the same fucking football, Kenny.
What football? We're our second string. There's no playing. But
there's no plan anyway. It's giving us a sucker.
Kenny said because then we replayed.
It degrades. Well, Kenny said that the style of play, once you start pulling those starters out, it degrades. And that's what you saw against Mansfield, and that's what you saw against Southampton.
Decline Rice.
Yeah, decline. It was like a shell of a team. But Kenny, you know what? That goes back to in January when we had those games where we were saying we need to rotate. When JB was saying rotate, Shane, rotate.
He wouldn't know how to. That shows his experience. And that's his experience. It shows. His experience shows in three things: the inability to rotate, the inability to work with his second string and formulate a style of play, and his inability, unfortunately, to be able to get the best out of young players, especially the teenagers, because he doesn't know what to do with them.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what to do with them. He doesn't know what I've said it a couple of times in this show. Wanyeri, Lewis Skelly played through necessity, and that's Dallin plays through necessity, not from formulated plays.
That's how we got soccer.
Salmon.
Yeah. Exactly. Necessity. Yeah. Players get injured, you've got to play them. But there's no plan. There's no plan for my plan. But if the crowd fans get what they want and they stay at Dowman, you wouldn't recognise Dowman. He wouldn't be the Dowman that we've all fallen in love with. He can't be, not in this manager's team, because the team's got to come first.
Yeah.
The system's a star. Not the biggest star is his system, but that system is redundant when we don't have our first choice players because he doesn't know how to get the second string or doesn't trust the second string to play that way.
Yeah, but this is the point. What's he done for fucking 6-7 years?
Well, that's
because he's got all these players in, paid them massive money. Yeah, and it's like he sits there after the game. Yeah, Turkish video was cold, bro. Yeah, he talks about the fire in the belly, the hunger in the heart. Yeah, my tummy. He goes, why is he talking to us like toddlers? Like
kindergartners, yeah.
Yeah, like kids. It's like, that works for a couple of years. That's cool. But now we're here, bruv. Yeah, and people just sit there and say that we're all negative because look at where he's took us from and to. Bro, I don't give a fuck, bruv. Yeah, you could finish 15th like Man United, 17th like Tottenham. Tottenham won a trophy and finished 17th. Hey, I do not care about league finish.
What's your boy?
We finished 10th and won a cup double in '93.
We up there. What's your boy? We was last year. We was at the end of the year. We was watching highlights in Conte. I showed you that highlight where Conte said,
"Oh yeah, shit,
players eat dumb." He said after they won the title, the players ate dung.
Yeah.
You know, and then you got Arteta talking about light bulbs, juice boxes, and
I have a fuck
Orange
ton of light bulbs over there. Yeah, I've got an
Yeah.
energy saving light bulb. I've got a flat top head light bulb.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I've got a fucking ultra bright light bulb. Yeah.
You know
When I
what's
went
you know
live,
you know
I
you
was
know
like,
what's happening. in
this
football.
is a light bulb, guys. Yeah, this light bulb is energy saving. We're saving it for the running, guys. This light bulb, guys,
Yeah.
is an ultra bright light bulb, guys. We bought it too early, guys.
What
This
you
light bulb has been slapped on his head top. It's a flat top light bulb, guys.
what you're seeing, Lee, is
What are we doing?
you're seeing the inexperience, as Kenny stated. You're seeing it on grandiose display this
It's
year.
not 7 years, Matt. How's it inexperience?
Well,
yeah. You can still be inexperienced he's never been faced with these situations. The fact is,
everything is new to him. Everything is new. To him.
Everything's gone well for him to
Yeah.
a certain extent until the last furlong.
When you look at
Man, much more, guys. Next season, no, nobody could have done what I did, guys.
well, Lee, when you look at it, it's like he gets $1 billion. He gets $1 billion. He gets all of these players in. Most of the team was healthy right out of the gate this year. Most of it started out the gate. We had pretty much a healthy team. He gets that. You know, we ride the wave of set piece Olay. And you basically build up a lead to where all you need to do is get 15 points. And you can you're cruising to the title. And then soon as Kenny said one piece is pulled out of there, it all falls down.
Yeah, Kenny said it earlier. He goes, don't get me started on the fucking corners. Or Declan and Saka ain't playing. We're taking short corners now.
You look over here at this graphic right here.
Yeah, let's go to this graphic. Tell him, mate. Tell him.
Look at
Big up Noonski, brother. Bless up everyone locked in as well, by the way.
Shout out, brother. You look at this. Wenger, 3 league titles, 7 FA Cups, 22
Most
years.
successful ever.
Yeah, 22 on the job. You know, George Graham needs to
Best manager. Best
2
manager
league
we have,
titles.
bro.
One FA Cup, 2 league cups, 1 cup, win a cup. Herbert Chapman, 2 league titles, 1 FA Cup. Do your history if you don't know who that is. Do your history. George Allison, 2 league titles, 1 FA Cup. Whitaker, 2 league titles, 1 FA Cup. Bertie Mee, Kenny, you know about old Bertie Mee, don't you? That's your time frame there.
You see, but that's the thing with Bertie. Bertie was a physiotherapist.
Yeah, he was. He was.
He was a physiotherapist and under Billy Wright.
Yeah.
And he got a job in '66. But what Bertie Mee did is that Arsenal had a very good. Arsenal were terrible in the middle 50s, and for the 60s they basically were very poor. But from 1966 onwards, we had a very good youth team. A lot of the youth players came to the first team, and then we made steady improvement. We got a couple of finals in the League Cup in '68 and '69, won the Fairs Cup in '70, and then we had a good period. But what happened with Bertie Mee is that team broke up because Charlie George fell out of him. Ray Kennedy went to Liverpool.
Yeah.
But Johnny Rafford, big Raddy, got a bit old. We weren't replacing them. We bought Alan Ball to be the next generation, but we weren't the same team. Yeah. Leeds was strong. Derby became strong. Liverpool improved.
Forest
got better, and then Bertie Mee had to go. But what we did in
Kenny, wait a minute, hold on. I want to say that one more time. See, just Lee, I sometimes I like to work it back. Say that one more time. Bertie Mee, he won a league title, a FA Cup, a FA Cup, and what did y'all want? He had to do what? He had to go, right? You say
but the reason why he had to go from 1974 up until 1976, Arsenal
74 when they got relegated.
And 75, 74, 75, 76.
How many years was that, Kenny? How many years was that?
3 years we were in the relegation places. We were mid-table, and in 1 year we were in the relegation places.
They tell me was in relegation when Arteta took the position.
What does this yank know?
George Graham had the same situation in 94-95. George Graham played in 93. We won the league. Sorry, won the League Cup and FA Cup. We finished 10th. The football was crap. We've got 38 goals. Ian Wright got most of them.
Yeah, 38 goals. Yeah, right. He scored about 20 goals or so.
94, 95, before he got sacked, fans were fed up with the style of play because we were watching Man United play beautiful football. We saw Blackburn challenge for the league and win the league.
Yeah,
94, challenge for the league. 94. And we saw Norwich City play good football. So we got fed up with
and they were in a title charge.
Yeah. Something we won.
Who did they have up front? Was it Rule Fox? Was Rule Fox there, or was that too early?
Yeah, it was Rule Fox.
Rule Fox, and then fucking who was the striker?
Rule Fox, Bowen, Culverhouse, Sutton.
Yes. Rule Fox is a bad boy baller, bro.
Yeah, those sort of players. Yeah, and who was in goal? The Scottish goalkeeper, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, what's this fucking name? Didn't he play for Chelsea in the end?
No, I know he left to go to Chelsea. His name is bloody hell, he played for. He left Norwich
goalkeeper. I swear, he was trying.
Played for Sheffield United.
Yeah, Gunn.
Ryan Gunn in goal.
Ryan Gunn. Yeah, and his nephew played football.
Yeah, his son plays for Scotland. His son's actually the Scotland #1 in the world. Scotland's #1. Brian Gunn's son.
Yeah, Brian Gunn was a good goalkeeper.
Check this out here. Joe Shaw, caretaker manager, 1 league time. Terry Neal.
Kenny, educate the chat on Terry Neal and how many finals he got to, and what did you man all do back in the day after he got to all them finals?
All right. When Bertie Mee got sacked, Terry Neal was a Tottenham manager, and he did it for 2 years, and he basically
say that again, Kenny. He was what manager?
So Terry Neal succeeded Bill Nicholson in 1974 when Spurs fans got fed.
So he was a Tottenham manager, yeah?
He was Tottenham manager. Spurs got to the the UEFA Cup final in 1974. After that, Bill Nicholson left. There was a big punch-up between Feyenoord and Tottenham fans. Terry Neal got the job. 76, when we sacked Bertie Mee, the club approached Terry Neal, and Terry Neal said he's coming home. Terry Neal
came from Tottenham to Arsenal.
Yeah. Terry Neal, we were a very good cup side. We were very organised. But let me tell you something now. The reason why we were a very good cup side and very organised and did okay and got in Europe was nothing to do with Terry Neal. It was about Donnell's organisation.
Donnell.
Without Donnell, Terry Neal wouldn't got that success, that one FA Cup. But after we won the FA Cup, Terry Neal didn't replace Frank Stapleton, didn't replace Alan Sunderland. He got Kenny Sampson, didn't build side around him. But what he did, we had a very good youth team, but it weren't ready. So what was happening is we're getting piped. So after we got smashed by Walsall and West Ham, losing to West Bromwich Albion, we went to the Canal. Fans went to the Tunnel. We want him gone. Got sacked.
How many finals did he get to, Kenny, in a row?
Well, he got to 4 finals. He got to 3 FA Cup finals and 1 European Cup in his final.
Oh, so he got to 4 finals, Kenny?
Yeah.
This is what I did. So I wanted the
year he got sacked. The season before he got sacked, 82-83, he got to 2 semi-finals of the FA in the League Cup and FA Cup.
We lost to Walsall in 82, right?
No, we lost to Walsall in 83-84 at home.
83-84. Yeah, we lost 1-0, 2-1.
No, we lost 2-1.
Yeah, at home in the cup. Yeah, in the cup. Yeah, and one of our fans got kidnapped. Yeah, I already know that story.
And you know what happened with Walsall? The reason why a lot of Arsenal fans were up in arms because the round before we beat Tottenham.
Yeah,
at White Hart Lane. So that's why the fans kicked off because for the angle here, we've been crap all season, but we beat Spurs, and we thought we were going to go on a run. And guess what? We lost to Walsall. Yeah. We got to the semi-final that year.
Spursy manager.
And lost to Liverpool in the semi-final.
Spursy manager.
Yeah.
We took their manager and took him to us. That's like taking Ange Postecoglou to Arsenal right now.
Yeah, and then George Graham, we gave Donnell the job for 2 years, and then the football weren't great. We weren't exactly doing
Donnell's a G, bruv. I love.
Yeah, but look what we did to Donnell. We went beyond Donnell's back and David Dean went to Barcelona to try and get Terry Venables as our manager, which he denies. But he did. He went beyond our back to get Terry Venables. Terry Venables said he wanted to stay. Got Steve Burtonshaw, and he went to George. George was not the first choice. It wasn't Alex Ferguson was not the first choice. The first choice was Terry Venables.
Facts. Because he was at Barca and he was balling out. He won the league at Barca.
That's but Terry Venables wanted to stay. Year and a bit later, he got sacked, and
I don't blame him. Spain's lovely.
David Pleat was curb crawling around the Bedfordshire area, your side's league,
David
your
Pleat and
sides,
that.
and then they went and got Terry Venables.
David Pleat doing red light districts in that.
Mikel Arteta, 2019 to present, won FA Cup.
Look at that. It's embarrassing.
Watch this, Lee. 7 years before Arteta, defended in FA Cup. 3 FA Cups in 4 years. We wanted him out, by the way.
Yeah, me and Kenny were there on the front line, bro. We were getting spat out and everything. Dogs abuse Kenny.
Lee just peaked this 3 FA Cups in 4 years, 1 European final, 1 League Cup final. Net spend 130 million pounds.
I don't care what anyone says. Under this manager, he should have won at least two or three league titles.
Three titles. Won 3 leagues in a row.
Three titles in a row.
FA Cup, 2 League Cups, in a possible Champions League final with the money that's been spent.
That's how it changed our lives. That's killing me. With the asterisks.
If you look at Mikel Arteta, the only thing that he's done well, and you've got to give him something. He's built a team. He's built a team that is better than the late Wenger sides.
No, he ain't. He ain't, Kenny. He ain't built a team.
Let me finish. Because under the Wenger sides, we got to add some balances. Let's not forget what we were like under Wenger before he left. Yeah, Wenger won trophies, and we had better players in the eye, but we had big fishes in a small pond. A lot of people lionize Alexis Sanchez. Big fish in a small pond. Mesut Ozil, big fish in a small pond. Aubameyang, big fish in a small pond. Yes, we had better players, but let's not forget what it was like under Wenger. 6-0, 1,000 game. I was there at Chelsea.
Oh my God!
Salah scored that day. Salah scored that day.
Yeah, that same season, we lost 5-1 at Anfield. That same season, we lost 6-3 to Man City.
8-2. 8-2.
That's when I gave up with Wenger.
2 years before that,
Old Trafford, I was done.
2 years before that, we lost 8-2. You went on protest because of those results. Yeah. So stylistically, he's better than Arteta. But what we wanted is we wanted to challenge for trophies. However, what we did fit with what we wanted was him to, prove that he's not inexperienced and get over the line. His inexperience has cost us 3 league titles.
Yeah,
thanks.
And it might cost us another one.
It's cost us multiple cups as well,
Kenny Lee. You also have to step back and ask yourself. This is what the fans don't want to do, and I'm going to do it for you. If we win this title, who thinks we'll win another one in the next 5 years under this manager?
We're Liverpool next, and we're Liverpool
this season. Seriously, there's so much surgery needed in this.
We're
team.
Liverpool next season that they've done.
What about Man? What if Man United? What if Man United actually get it right?
Everyone
history says they won't, but if they do get it right, we're going to struggle as well.
Everyone's fucked, Kenny. Man City are fucked if Man United get it right.
Yeah.
Well, even if that doesn't happen, gentlemen, Man City still is going to be competitive, regardless if Pep leads or goes.
He's won the same amount of trophies this season. This idiot in his fucking 6 years.
Yeah, since he's been in 6 years, he's won all the trophies in 6 years. Then you look at Liverpool.
By the way, Man City have qualified for 8 semi-finals in a row in the FA Cup.
You got Liverpool. Chelsea's going to sack their manager. He's basically a caretaker. They'll sack him at the end of the year. He's out of there. And then you got Newcastle going to be able to spend money. Yeah. These teams that will get started this year, Aston Villa. And let me tell y'all something. Nobody talking about this. If Leeds mess around here and win the FA Cup and can spend some money next year, people forget about what Leeds is.
I think they stay up. I like Leeds.
All 3 of us know about Leeds.
We know they're a massive club.
Yeah, they are. And you know what? Where I live, there's 150 Leeds fans, expats here, that live out here. They get on 3 coaches to go to the same bar every Leeds game.
Yeah, man, Leeds is huge.
Yeah, Aston Villa are massive. Yeah, people don't realize how big Aston Villa are. Everton, massive.
Yeah.
I've seen more Everton fans that live here than Arsenal fans.
this fool has wasted. He has wasted so much time.
He's wasted a whole missile, mate.
A lot of time, buddy. And that's gonna hurt because, like Kenny stated, you're gonna look back. Remember, I told you, Lee. Remember, I told you that year we bottled the league 8 points. I said this 8-point bottle job will haunt us forever. And now imagine if we do 9. If we do 9, if he outdoes 8 and does 9.
But it weren't 9, mate. They had a game in hand.
Telling you, boy.
Yeah, when it was 8, it wasn't 8. They had a game in hand. Nobody cares, bro.
It wasted 2 trophies along the way. Could have won this.
Yeah, this manager, if we had Arsene Wenger, that we handed out the club. Well, you didn't. Yeah, but I handed out the club. I'll speak for myself. I handed that guy out the club. Yeah, and you go and look at his last 5 years at Arsenal and compare it to the first 5 years.
We were crazy. You think we were crazy? They thought we was crazy.
Imagine sitting at Highbury, in 2004 when we went invincible after Paul Dickoff scores the header. Yeah, and then from the pass from Bergkamp was a disgrace for Vieira's goal. Yeah, obviously we scored before that. Yeah, that pass from Bergkamp was just ridiculous. I see that goal again the other day. I was saying to my sister, I was like, how we used to play football. Yeah, I was like, it's different. Yeah, I showed her Lamine Yamal nutmegging the keys the other day and Trivella pass on a 6 foot to Firmino. And I'm like, I'm supposed to rate these players. My sister, she knows a bit about football. And she was
who she support?
Arsenal.
Good.
Yeah, right. My nephew supports Real Madrid. After the bottle job, 8 points, he said, no, Uncle Lee, I want to support Real Madrid. Get me a Vinny 7 shirt. Yeah, I said to him earlier, I said, Logan, I said, it's your birthday in August. What shirt do you want this year? Do you want an Arsenal shirt? He was like, hell no. He was like, get me an Mbappe 10. Get me an Mbappe 10. Yeah. And I said, even Mbappe's rubbish. Yeah. He's rubbish. There was a French guy sat next to me. And he was on FaceTime with his wife or whoever.
What did he say to that?
Yeah, and I was talking about, like, me and my sister was talking about football. My sister knows quite a bit about football, but she ain't invested in it. Yeah, but she's Arsenal. Yeah, and the French guy said, he goes, Mbappe, top. I said, Thierry Henry, mate. And he was like, he went like that. I said, si, exactamente, no?
I think of one thing about Mbappe, as much
he's quick. When his pace dries up, he's Salah, bro.
You say that.
Got no
you say that, but on paper, and if we go by stats data, the record don't lie. Him and Haaland. They're him and Haaland.
That's why you don't care about stats. Yeah, and what's Charlie George's stats?
I know what I'm saying, but the thing about
what's Charlie Nicholas' stats?
I hear you, but Mbappe. All right, one thing I do agree with you on with Mbappe, and you can say the same about Wayne Rooney. Hear me out. Mbappe is not playing at the levels he was when he was a teenager.
We talked about this other day.
The same way Wayne Rooney was
when he was at Monaco.
Wayne Rooney was not playing to the same levels he was as a teenager. Mbappe,
same with Michael Owen.
But Mbappe as a teenager,
Saka
was out of this world. You don't want Saka as well. But I'll tell you one thing. I worry about players like, obviously, Dowman, he's one of our own. I'll worry about him.
The club, brother. Go on.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what I worry about? I worry about Yamal. I'll worry about him.
Nah, he's cold.
I hear he's cold. I hear he's cold, but we've seen it before. Mbappe, same age as, was in the same sort of corridor as Yamal, and he already won a World Cup.
Okay, Kenny.
At 18.
The difference between them two players, one relies heavily on being a road runner, 100 mile an hour, Tazemoto, he's rapid, Mbappe. Yeah. Yamal ain't rapid. He's quick, but he's got that burst over 5 yards. Yeah. And his IQ. Go and have a look at the fucking pass he put on the plate for Firmino the other day. Yeah. The ball's come. He's already looked. He's seen my man come. Yeah. He nutmegged him. Yeah. And traveled it 45 fucking yards. When did we see Saka do that? Yeah. I see Salah try and take a Travella shot the other day against Man City. I'm like, you're not Lamine Yamal, bro. You're not Ronaldinho. You're not Bobby Pires. You're not Freddie. Yeah, it's like understand who you are. Yeah, and I think Mbappe does to a certain degree. However, yeah, the way Marie, I love you, babes. Your friend Sheena. Yeah, no way is that guy anywhere near Thierry Henry. He ain't fit to lace his boots, but 18-year-old Mbappe was a disgrace. Yeah, but same with Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham goes Dortmund. Yeah, the next fucking, he's the next Frank Lampard, he's the next this, he's the next that. He goes Real Madrid, smashes it for 6 months. Yeah, even without the goals, he was playing well. Now he believes his hype. Bukayo Saka. Yeah, smashed it at left back under Unai. Then this manager gets hold of him. Martinelli comes in under Unai. 10 goals in 12 games. We're like, whoa. Yeah, and there's a guy I know that worked for ESPN, in South America. It was like, yo, Martinelli's a bully, you know. Yeah, so I did my research and he was giving me tips and like sending me links to that. So that's why I rep Martinelli. Yeah. Now look at the state of fucking Martinelli, bro. When they get the big paycheck and they get the hype and they get the adulation, they fall off a cliff unless you got the mentality. Eden Hazard is the biggest what if ever for me. Yeah, because Eden Hazard played in an era with Messi, Ronaldo, Falcao. That guy could have been the best player in the world. Yeah, and he openly sat there on John Obi Mikel podcast and said, I love a beer. I love my food. Well, I love a beer. Yeah, I don't need enough food, bro. That's why I'm skinny.
You think about it. Is he going to... All right, he might...
People like to piss me off. Yeah, Dele Alli. Dele Alli. I know... I don't know Dele Alli. Yeah, Dele Alli could have been one of the greatest English footballers of all time.
Yeah,
bro, he was left on a fucking doorstep, Kenny, as an orphan. Yeah, he was left on the doorstep. The family adopted him. He was left on the doorstep, bro. Yeah, and it's like you had it all in your hands, Kenny. Matty, chat. I was in McDonald's, near Oceana in Milton Keynes. Yeah, and he locked down McDonald's. He said, "Nobody take a picture. I'll pay for everyone's food." 4 a.m. Yeah, that was when he just signed for Tottenham.
Respect to him for that, innit?
Yeah, no, bro. Yeah, the family that adopted him, bless up to them. Yeah, like I know people, I don't know them, but I know people that know them. Bless up to them. It's like, bro, you got dickheads around you. Yeah, and they ruined his career. He didn't. Remember his debut goal for England was against Germany, top bins.
Yeah, France at Wembley.
France or Germany, or wherever it was. Yeah, do you remember that goal against Palace where he flicked it up and volleyed it? I'm like, Dele Alli could have been up there in the same stratosphere as Gaza. He could have been up there with Gaza.
Yeah, but if you got to remember
Gaza's
one thing.
More naturally talented.
Yeah, but you got to remember one thing, right? Unless a lot of the players, these players, these great players, right, that we've watched, they come from.
They all love for that.
I'm not making excuses of it. It's factual. These guys come from council estates, working class background, where the only thing they got to offer is their footballing talent. Yet they're in a situation where, when you come from certain working class backgrounds, where there isn't good parenting, there isn't relatives who care about you no matter what,
and you got a load of leeches sucking the life out of you.
What will happen is that when you're from an estate mentality, you want to be one of the lads. Dele Alli wanted to be one of the lads. Gaza wanted to be one of the lads.
He's a dickhead.
Yeah,
Dele Alli's a prick, bro. I've met him enough times.
Not too funny, right? You're 40, Matty. You're 40, right? Aren't you?
44.
You're 44. You're 40. You're going to be 40. You're going to be 43. I'm 54. Right? These guys are having to make lifetime decisions at the age of 17, 18, and 20s. When I was 20, I didn't have this lifestyle.
And they got leeches all around them. They got leeches all around them.
So when I was their age, I was easily influenced by people. I wanted to be one of the lads. Yet because they're millionaires, we're expecting them to have the sort of nuances and the maturity that we have.
Yeah. But that's why I rate people like Phil Foden. Yeah, like Phil Foden, is 24, 25? Yeah, the guy's won everything. Yeah, and people say, oh, the first 2 trophies didn't count. Nobody cares, bruv. He's won 6 Premier Leagues. You can take the 2 out if you want the first 2. But that guy still wants to win. Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo, people think I hate him. I don't hate him. He's the greatest goal scorer I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, and he was unbelievable, bro. The first time he was at Man United, he was insane. And I love the mentality. That's why I get pissed off with Eden Hazard, Dele Alli, players like that, because it's like you could have literally been the best player in the world in an era when Messi was playing.
But you know what?
Yeah,
that's
it's jarring, man.
You know what? That's just the way the game works sometimes, man. So
yeah, who was the lad that made? Who was the lad that played for Man City, and they took a picture of him?
Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson.
Yeah, and they took a picture of him. McDonald's fat fuck, bro. That guy could have been a superstar.
Yeah, see it all the time, man. We've seen it a lot.
It's jarring, bro, because I see people like
Noel Ranger was one of the best players in his youth age group. Noel Ranger.
Who was the lad that played for Man United?
Bebe.
No, I know.
Bebe was a
they said he's one of the best.
And
he played alongside Pogba, and he played alongside Lingard. But he had issues where
Ravel Morrison, that's what I'm talking about. Ravel Morrison.
Right, yeah.
Ravel Morrison, yeah, it was the lad that played for us. Yeah, the mixed race lad that played for us. He does a little bit of talk sport every now and again.
We talked about him the other night. We talked about him the other night.
Jay Boyfriend. Bro, that guy could have been so good. Yeah, it's like when I see people that are so I said this yesterday on the stream. I'm like, if you've like when I got my phone robbed in Barca, I'm like, I don't even care that I got it robbed. You mastered your art. So I didn't even know you robbed my phone. You mastered your craft. Yeah, and you're doing your thing. Fair play to you. Yeah, I don't hate Ozil. I don't hate Ronaldo. I don't hate Arteta. I don't hate these people. Yeah, I don't like them. I don't like how they've been for our club. Yeah, but it's like when I see somebody with so much talent, no matter what they do, whether it's football or whatever, yeah, it's like, and you just waste it.
Yeah,
it's like,
but I'll tell you what happens though. You got to remember, there's not many managers like Alex Ferguson out there who will take a player and he's
can't do that in this era.
Or someone like Johnny Lyle. You think about John Lyle, what he did with Paul Ince.
Yeah,
Paul Ince was a wayward lad, no parenting. His best
he used to live 2 floors above me. Yeah, in Milton Keynes when he was MK Don's manager.
Paul Ince, born in Ilford, grew up around the Dagenham area, West Ham side, Man United supporter. He was wayward because his parents, his mum wanted to go to Germany to do a dancing job, and his dad was nowhere. A family took him in Dagenham, and then John Lyle took him in. Without John Lyle, Paul Ince you wouldn't see Paul Ince today. And that's the thing, you've got to remember one thing.
And Roy Keane always bigs up Paul Ince.
Yeah, and you've got to remember one thing. These guys, because they play football, doesn't mean that they're going to play. Like, obviously, what football clubs are doing now, doing well with them, is that they're putting them in private schools, giving them a settled environment. Raheem Sterling went to school in Merseyside. A lot of the Man City players went to that private school just outside Great Manchester. Right, Manchester, they're doing it now. But back in the day, these players you mentioned didn't have that. And that's the problem with football. I don't care what anyone says. I'm from Andover Estate in Finsbury Park. And I know that if I made it in football, I know that I'd have had temptation. I'd have had pork chops wanting me to do things. And they would think that I wouldn't have to work hard. I still got to go out clubbing with them. I still got to do this.
Look at George Best.
Yeah, exactly. And then if I effed up, those friends will run away. But that's who it is. When you're from that mentality, working class estate mentality, you think your friends are your family.
Hey, Kenny, just look at the Brazilian footballers. That all these guys that will,
Adriano.
As soon as they get it,
that's another big what if, by the way, because he could have been better than R9. We're all of a certain age, yeah. Adriano could have been better than R9.
I mean, he was a missile. He was a running missile.
He was unbelievable, bro. Same with Diaby.
Yeah,
Diaby could have been better than Vieira.
Yeah. You look at those injuries, man.
Jack Wilshere.
Eduardo.
He liked to drink Eduardo.
What would have been if Eduardo hadn't got in?
I spoke to Eduardo last year with his son. And
did.
you know,
You told me. Yeah, you did.
yeah, and we're on TV, and it was on the Premiership
Yeah,
Shorts.
yeah, you was.
It wasn't
yeah.
arranged. It wasn't arranged. I just gate crashed it, and the guy thought, "Oh, right, I'm not
Get
like
crashing,
him."
Kenny. Nobody's fucking around with them muscles, bro.
Eduardo said, and the guy said, "Oh, I'm filming. Are you all right with me filming your conversation? Do what you want." I said, "Who are you from?" I said, "Don't worry, I'm enjoying this. I mean, and he likes talking to you." And then next minute, my brother's phoning me up and says, "You're in the Premiership. You're in the Premier League stories with Eduardo."
Yeah, man. Eduardo, man. That injury. I still say that cost us 2
One
titles.
of the best finishes we ever had.
Paul Vasson scored the winner again in 1980 at the Stadio Comunale. But Paul Vasson had a drug problem.
Yeah, he's another one.
After he lost his career for an injury, for a knee injury, went back to South London, got involved in drugs. We've lost him.
Hey, Kenny, what about old Cisse? If it went for the leg injury.
Yeah.
Jibril
Cisse before he got injured.
Yep.
Yeah. And this is the thing. El Shawari, by the way, big up twofold. El Shawari was playing for Roma yesterday. They got banged 5-2. Yeah, by Inter. Warren are still attacking at fucking 3-2 up. Yeah.
What was that
El Shawari is only 33 years old. Do you know how mad that is?
Remember
he was on the fucking cover of FIFA 13 or 15 or whatever it was.
You remember that cat played for Bordeaux? Oh,
Jean-Pierre Papin. No, that was Marseille. That was
Johan Goku.
Remember
that? He was
Hey, do you remember the 15-year-old? You remember the 15-year-old American Ghanaian, Freddie Adu? You know him.
Freddie Adu.
Yeah.
Didn't Graham Souness sign him? Didn't Graham Souness sign him?
He was supposed to go to United, but then his mom something happened with his mom that he didn't go. He was supposed to go to United.
Was that the guy that fucking Graham Souness signed for Southampton?
No, he claimed to be George Weah's cousin.
Yeah, who was that?
I don't know what he was, but he came.
He claimed to be George Weah's cousin. He played one game, drops a stinker, and Graham Souness was like, "Fuck."
What was your boy playing for United there a couple of years back?
Ali Dia. Is that the guy?
That's Ali Dia. There was a guy called Pepe or Beppe from Man United. You remember the next
Bebe. Yeah, Bebe was homeless. Yeah, and Fergie signed him for $7 million, bro. That needs to be investigated.
What was the cat that played for United? About 10, 12 years ago, man. He went to Spain. He ended up. He was this. I almost called his name. Just did it. Almost popped in my head. I think he was Spanish.
Was it Makeda, the 17-year-old, who scored the winner against
Villa? 3-2.
Yeah, Italian.
That goal was cold.
Makeda.
Yeah, that goal was cold.
And there was another cat there that played that they had hyped up. Everybody was like, "Oh man,
it's Italian." Pick up
the chat's gonna call it because they know what I'm talking about. This cat, man.
In the chat, find out.
Yeah, they hyped him up, man, and they were like, "Oh, Januzaj.
You know, Januzaj plays for Sevilla.
Yeah. You know, I see this
next Ronaldo. They gave him number 7, bro.
Is that
gave him number 7?
Belgium guy and Januzaj.
Yeah, Januzaj plays for Sevilla.
They were like, "Oh man, Januzaj's gonna be this and that and that." It's like I said, Pato.
He's the next Ronaldo.
Felix. Yeah, somebody in the chat right on.
João Felix, another what if?
But do you guys remember? Do you remember before Ray Rooney made it? Do you remember the amount of youngsters that young Liverpudlians, Everton were going to say the next best thing?
Yep.
There's a guy called Michael Branch. A player called Joe Kenny.
Yes, come on, Kenny, I love you, bro.
Franny Jeffers.
Fucking the fox in the box.
You know when Ray Rooney made it, right? I was sceptical because I remember Kenny, I remember Michael Branch, I remember Franny Jeffers.
Michael Branch was a good player. He should have made it, but he's got dickheads around him.
But Wayne Rooney proved me wrong.
Yeah, Kenny, it was like when Rooney came on the scene, you were like, okay, all right, we're gonna see what he can do, and then you see him do it against grown men.
He was a grown man at 16.
Yeah, what I'm saying. You see 16, a dude 16, like he just got through working on a construction site, and you like,
do you know what's mad, lads? Yeah, I actually watched a podcast. Yeah, I don't watch the BBC podcast here with Wayne Rooney and that bird. I can't remember her name. Yeah, bless up to her. Yeah, and some other lad.
I
Yeah,
know,
but
yeah.
they had Franny Jeffers on there the other day. Yeah, he looks
Yeah,
like
that's right.
LB. Yeah, LB, you can hold that. Yeah, Franny Jeffers from Wish, bruv. Right? And Franny Jeffers sat on there. He goes, I never wanted to leave Everton. That was my club. I was born in Toxteth. Like, that's my team. Like, yeah, he goes, I left because the club needed the money. Yeah, so I left to go to Arsenal, and I got Wilsord, Canu, Bergkamp, and Henry in front of me.
Yeah.
He goes, it never worked out. He goes, I never got a league title medal. Yeah, because I didn't play enough games that season. Yeah, he goes, then they loaned me back to Everton. And he goes, now I've got Duncan Ferguson. Yeah, Victor in Achibe. Yeah, I've got Wayne Rooney coming through the academy. Yeah, he goes, who was the other lad? What was his?
I think it was Kevin Campbell.
Kevin Camp.
God bless his soul.
Yeah, and there was another one. Yeah, fucking, I think he was Eastern European. What's his name? Chat, come on, help me out.
It was Razinski.
He goes, now, yeah, I've got Wayne Rooney coming through as well. He goes, now there's 6 of us. He goes, this era of football, there's not 6 strikers at a football club.
You're lucky you got one. Lucky you got one.
He goes, the centre backs get more touches than the forwards.
Mm.
And it's like Gareth Bale. Yeah, Gareth Bale is 36 years old. He retired at 33. Yeah, 3 years ago. He's sitting on that. Really? Yeah, he sat on that overlap or 6 of football, whatever it's called. Yeah, and he goes, people thought I played golf all the time and this and that. Yeah, Gareth Bale is the best foreign import out of the UK into Europe I've seen in my life. My dad will argue and say Glenn Hoddle, yeah, fucking Kevin Keegan.
I'll argue that. I'll go to Tossy as well, because there has been some good ones. You know, the first import, Johnny Charles in the 50s when he went to Leeds to Juventus, he was a top star. Gary Lineker had a good career.
Lineker at Barca.
Let's not forget Kevin Keegan when he went to Hamburg.
Ballon d'Or, 2 in a row.
2 Ballon d'Ors out there.
Back to back.
That was prime Bundesliga too, by the way.
That was fun. Kevin Keegan. My dad looked like Kevin Keegan when he was growing up. It's funny. Matty, you've seen my old man, isn't it? Kenny, have you seen my dad?
I've seen your dad.
You've seen him. Yeah, my dad looks like Steve Bold now. Back in the day, before I was born, he looked like Kevin Keegan. He used to get chased down the road. Yeah, that's Kevin Keegan. It's Kevin Keegan. Yeah, and he used to sign autographs pretending it's Kevin Keegan. Yeah, everywhere he went, he'd get VIP. Everyone thought it was Kevin Keegan. Yeah, he won 2 Ballon d'Ors back to back.
And you remember Hamburg? You remember a couple of weeks ago, somebody in the chat said, "Who watching Hamburg?" We're like, "Bro, you don't know who Hamburg is."
Oh, who was that idiot in the chat, mate? Yeah, it was like, who the fuck watches Hamburg? Yeah, I was like, what?
Club, bro. What you
talking? Remember like Sam in the Congo fucking Fabio Vieira playing for them, bro. Yeah. My dad looked like Kevin Keegan back. He had a curly perm. He was about 7 stone dripping wet. Yeah. And everyone is chasing down the road. Yeah. And my mum and dad, anniversary, 4th of April, less than 45 fucking years.
45 years, that's fantastic.
Yeah, that was when we played Southampton. Yeah, my mum texted me back and she went, "It's a sapphire wedding anniversary." I said, "The only color you can't get a sapphire in is red." Yeah, I said, "That's like, you know what I'm saying?" Yeah. So I was like, "I beg we're not playing in red." So I put it in the chat and they were like, "We're playing in red." I was like, "We're fucked." Man, you heard that, innit? I was like, "We're fucked." Yeah, I was like, 45th. Yeah, but now he looks like Steve Bold. Yeah, and when my daughter when we played the how old is she now? 2014 Cup final against Hull. Yeah, was that 30? I've watched something. 14. Yeah, it was 2014 Cup final against Hull. Yeah, my daughter, that was 12 years ago. So she was about 4 or 5 years old. Yeah, 4 or 5 years old. We go to my mum and dad's. Yeah, and she goes, "Granddad, how come you're sat on the sofa? Yeah, but you're also on the TV." next to Arsene Wenger.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I used to call him God because but she knew that from 2 years old. I fucking changed. Fuck God, bruv. Yeah, no, actually, respectfully done. Yeah, so he goes, oh, because the game was recorded yesterday. The game was played yesterday. She goes, so who wins? Oh, Arsenal win. After 8 minutes, we're 2-0 fucking down, and Kieran Gibbs clearing one offline. I'm looking at it, I'm going, how you getting out of this one, mate? Santi Cazorla bailed him out, bro. I swear down. Santi Cazorla yesterday, yeah, Oviedo versus Sevilla is better than Martin Odegaard. He's 41 years old. He gives every single penny and euro of his fucking money to charity for Oviedo. Yeah, he gives all of his money. Yeah, 41-year-old Santi Cazorla, yeah, is running rings around everyone in La Liga. He ran rings around Sevilla.
Guy's a genius. He's a genius.
He's unreal, mate. If he never scored that goal, if Kieran Gibbs don't get enough credit, he cleared that ball off the line in the 9th minute or 9th minute.
Yeah, boy.
If that goes 3-0, we're dusted.
Bro.
Yeah. And I'm looking at my old man. I'm like, how you getting out of this one, mate? It's mad.
Question. Kenny.
Lee Trundle was a baller, Darius.
With Greenwood, Lee, we've been watching Greenwood most of the season at Marseille. Then you got Ethan.
Greenwood baller.
At Marseille.
I'm taking my Arsenal in heartbeat.
Do you think, Kenny?
Lee, don't Lee. If we someone suggest that we're gonna be cancelled. We're already cancelled.
No, nobody. The only people that can cancel us, Kenny, are the people that are watching.
Yeah. But you know what's happened, right? That's too much of a hot potato for me to comment on. But you and I know any club.
Kenny is a baller, though, isn't he? He's a baller.
Obviously,
I'm not going to draw you out, Kenny.
Well, you know what?
Obviously, but
I call him Gunwood.
Right
Gunwood, right?
What's right happen right now? And I'm going to say it, and I don't care what anyone says. If you're going to put videos out there, always remember one thing, right? You can delete the video, you can do whatever you like, but for the amount of time it's out there, it could be a second, it could be 10 seconds. Someone's going to click that and keep that.
Yep, and they'll save it 8 years later, and then make out I'm a nonce. In calling, his wife, and she's the one who done it. There's no action. It is actually his wife. Factually, it's his wife now with 2 kids,
and the mother of his 2 kids. There's no action replay, love. There's no action replay, Mason. We can't forget what we heard and what we saw. You two are idiots.
What we heard was 45 seconds of a 5-minute voice message.
Yeah. But even so,
how do we know what happened? Maybe it was role play.
I hear you, but those 2 idiots, between the both of them,
they fucked up his whole career.
Let me career. Do you think we're going to see, especially with players like Ethan going over to France and doing the business? And Balogun, by the way, who's doing the business this year.
Everyone in my chat, mate, was telling me yesterday about Ethan.
That chip you put in yesterday?
Yeah, I ain't seen it.
Yeah, man, that chip was nasty.
I ain't seen it. Balogun's second goal was apparently crazy.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, it was a nice chip. But do you think that players are going to need to start going?
They're already doing it.
Because the quality of the Premier League.
This year was at AC Milan. Loftus-Cheek's at AC is in Milan.
Yeah, Samori.
Philip Billing.
Yeah. All of them. Yeah, but you think well, he's Danish, isn't he? What about
no, Philip Billing. Philip Billing. Yeah,
he's Danish.
He won a fuck ton of trophies.
We talk about Premier League. People leave the Premier League.
What about Smalling? What's Smalling?
Mike Smalling.
How long has Smalling been in Italy at Roma?
That goes when I'm here.
Yeah.
And
Maitland-Niles, he won with Jose. Guendouzi has won at Fenerbahce on his debut. He scored the opening goal in the final against Gala. Yeah, Bellingham's left. Yeah, there's enough. Harry Kane. There's enough players that have left.
But you think about the reason why is that, and there's nothing wrong with it because at the end of the day, if you see academies that are filled with players from Brazil, France, and Holland, then if you're an English player, you have to go abroad. If that's the case,
we talked about this with Dalman. In the summer,
check his passport, bro. He's Spanish.
When I was on Fox Channel, I said if we're not going to utilize this gentleman this season, he needs to be moved out on loan so that he can develop.
Yep.
Because at the age of 16, 17, 18, those are critical years in a player's career.
Leonard Cole scored the winner for
Yeah.
Bayern. I ain't seen it, but the
I've
chat
seen
was
the
telling
goal.
me.
I've seen it.
They were telling me that they were 2-0 down and they scored 3 goals in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
No, Harry Kane. Harry Kane's injured.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they went boom, boom, boom.
Have you guys heard of a player who plays in France called Andre Gomes? Gomes.
Yeah. Gomes.
He played for England, isn't he? Played for Man United. He was a Man United junior. He's had to go abroad.
Yeah, and he's about 5'2". About 5'2" or 5'4" or whatever.
Well,
who was the lad that played for you?
5'5". Can't be that sort of Leonard Cole.
No, I was doing that. That Andre Gomes. Yeah, who's the lad that he played for Man United, Benfica. He played for Granada, then Benfica. What's his fucking name? The left back. Who's the left back? Chat. Who's the left back? Yeah, the left back. He played for Granada. They then sold him. Man United sold him to Benfica. Yeah, he plays for Madrid. Thank you. Yeah, Alvaro Carrasas. Yeah, Alvaro Fernandez. Alvaro Fernandez. That guy is the best left back Man United got. Yeah, and he plays for Real Madrid now. Yeah, and they put him on loan. Yeah, to Granada. Yeah, he was brought in. Yeah, mate, we watch. What's his name? Brian Zaragoza.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Alvaro were both on loan. Yeah, so Bayern Munich, signed up Brian Zaragoza, 15 million euro. They then loaned him Granada. Alvaro is now on loan at Granada. Granada are in relegation battle. Yeah, Tommy Tuchel is the manager of Bayern. He brings him back. Yeah, and then don't play him. Yeah, Alvaro gets sold to Benfica for Man United. Whilst on loan at Granada, they get relegated. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, Conceição, another one, mate.
Oh man, I mean, come on, you know what Conceição, him and what's his name?
Zaragoza, Conceição, yeah, Malero,
Oh,
Abdi, another baller. Kenny, I swear down, yeah, we sit backstage for hours and hours and hours, yeah, watching, yeah, and where did we start, mate? Bundesliga.
They play
then Bundesliga 2.
Attacking football.
Yeah. You see when Ben White got that ball at the weekend and he took the touch, and I said that to you, mate, yeah? He took a touch, he looked up, then he's 5 seconds, then he hit the first man corner. Yeah. You've already looked up if you're in another league. So how many times do these players, mate, yeah? They get the ball coming towards them. They're looking up. They don't need to look at the ball. They know where the ball is. They just whip it. Erling Haaland's goal, second goal from Semenyo's cross. Yeah, first time cross, panic, goal. Yeah, Yildiz. Yeah. Who's the other one? Eunice. Yeah. Kenny, Eunice played for Leicester under Maresca. I'm a poet. I fully know it. Yeah. Eunice had a 6 million release clause. Yeah, 6 million release clause. Yeah, he was on 12 grand a week. Yeah, Leicester said, "No, we ain't buying him." They got promoted with Maresca, yeah, into the Prem. He goes back to Galatasaray. He's won everything. Yeah, it's like that was nobody bought Eunice, bro.
He'll be on the radar after the World Cup.
Yeah, same with Alex Baena. It's like, yeah, who's the lad that signed Mendoza, yeah, from Elche. He's just signed for Atleti in January. Yeah, Rodrigo Mendoza. Yeah, it's like, bro, that guy's a baller, but he was sitting on the bench at Elche, so he wouldn't get into Arsenal first 11. But he's better than Odegard, bro. Yeah, and he ain't even so fucking annoying. Mate, we sit there, me, you, DJB, Lion Tex, Norms. Yeah. We sit there and we watch all of these leagues. The Belgian Jupiter League, bro. I swear down, that league's crazy. Yeah, La Liga Dos. Yeah, it's so jarring, Kenny. Yeah, Ilias, my baller, bro. Let's know.
For me, this is the worst Premier League season I've ever watched. It's been the worst.
Mm.
It's
What
just
does this yank though?
it's just the quality when you watch, like you just said, we watch all these other leagues. You watch this, and it's like you stepping out into a new dimension.
We're getting banged on Tuesday tomorrow.
You know,
Yeah.
you know the thing
We're
is, right,
winning tomorrow. We ain't winning tomorrow, bro.
yeah,
I'm saying we're going to lose 2 or 3
if all
1.
our players, right, and I don't mean physically fit, but footballing fit, we don't lose that game. We'll sit it out, and we shit our way to a 1-0 or 2-0.
We're losing 3-1 tomorrow.
You know what it is, Lee? All the if you go on TikTok, you can look at the predictions for our game, right? Everyone's talking about the Arsenal. They're talking about from the Arsenal from 2025, from December.
Yeah,
they don't know this Arsenal in April isn't the same side we were in December the end of January when the league stage ended. We're a different team now. We are definitely categorically playing out of memory. We've got no fit players. We've got a manager who's panicking and doesn't know what to do.
and that is going to lose this job.
And you know this manager we got right now.
Panic.
This manager right now. If you were to say to him right now, he'll never admit it. Blow the Champions League and we'll win and go for the league. He'll take it right now.
Yeah,
100%. But
He
would
knows.
you,
He
okay,
knows.
let me
He
ask
knows.
you this, Kenny. Let me spin that the
Yeah.
other way. Yeah, at the start of the season, yeah, if you said if I said to you, yeah, we win the Premier League and we bun off all these other cups, would you take it?
No, because I don't like bumming on the cost. But unfortunately,
No, but you take the league, right?
we know leagues always should be categorically the priority. Wherever you say
No, but after seeing the body of work he's had,
but
I take the league and I go,
but the thing about it is that you got to remember who we are. You remember, you can ask a Man City fan that question, and to a certain extent, you can ask a Liverpool fan does that question because they win trophies. But let's play along and say Man City. You can ask a Man City fan to prioritise trophies. You can't ask an Arsenal fan to prioritise trophies.
No, we don't
because
win
we went 9 years without winning things under Wenger. We've gone 6 years without winning things. So to go to an Arsenal fan and ask them to say that the League Cup's wash, the FA Cup's not important. You've got no right to say that if you haven't won trophies. So at the beginning of the season, you'll take any trophy, right? But because of what we had, but we're unique because the league has eluded us for far too long, not because we got a right to it, because we bloody should have won it at least 2 or 3 times. The league's priority. But any Arsenal fan cannot say that the League Cup's washed, the FA Cup's not all that. You've got no right to say that because you don't win trophies. Win the trophies first, win the leagues, and then you can prioritise trophies. If you win 0 trophies, you've got no business prioritising anything.
Right, look at this idiot, by the way. Yeah, we're going to wrap it a sec, guys.
Mm.
Yeah, look at this idiot.
Isn't that bloody Morgan's son?
Yeah, look at this here. Right, look at this. Seen people claiming Gabriel is faking his injury to avoid international duty. A friend of mine saw him at a renowned London clinic
Harley
today,
Street.
sadly.
Harley Street.
Yeah, that was the 23rd of March, 2026. Yeah, 8:44 p.m. Yeah, Spanish time. Cool. So why did he start against Southampton then? Why did he start against Southampton then? Oh, we have 7.6. Yeah, you can hold that. Watch this, yeah? Right? If Arteta doesn't win the Premier League or the Champions League, he cannot continue next season. Stop being negative. Yeah? This idiot. Yeah, he looks like man from The Shaman. Do you remember? He's a good. He's a good. Is there an he's a good? Yeah.
Yeah,
I ain't reading all that. I ain't reading all that.
He needs a meal. He needs a meal.
This dickhead.
Our biggest one of all.
Yeah, I ain't even reading that. People were telling me that was a fake quote. I don't know. Yeah, either way. Watch this. Watch this, yeah? Watch this. Whoops, see you later. Travella, hold that. Yeah, when's Saka ever doing that? Never. For me, should have buried that. Yeah, watch this. I can assure you, if we won the FA Cup but failed to win the league, we would be mocked the entire summer. Cool. Why'd you care about being mocked, bruv? Yeah, less games improves our title hopes. That's the narrative they're spinning, guys. Yeah, I've seen more than enough FA Cup wins. I do not care.
Spencer, have you got a job, mate? Can't your dad get you one of the gigs or get you a presenting gig, and you go and do what your dad does, stick his nose in.
Players rested smartly by Mikel. Gabriel knock the only worry.
When did he write? When did the little twerp?
That was the 4th of April. That was straight after the game.
Yeah.
I quoted it.
He's in the know. He's in the know through his dad, isn't he?
Yeah, I quoted that straight afterwards. Fucking stated as fan base, biggest single reason we win fuck all. Yeah, worst captain we've ever had. I posted that when I was live with Matty. Yeah, obviously earlier in the day, Salah, yeah, Jiggly Verts, HS, HS, Tiki Toki. Yeah, it's jarring, bro.
Angler, has he heard of you? Apparently he's heard of you. He was,
Who?
you know, I don't know what he calls himself. He says
Tiki Toki, that HS guy. Bro,
yeah,
that guy's fucking hilarious. He's hilarious. He's hilarious, bro. Yeah, he's hilarious. He's a bit of a prat, but he's fucking funny, bro.
Look at what I put in the private chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna share that. I don't care if I get done for fucking copyright. We're gonna wrap in a minute.
And then
so, how about watch this? Watch this. Let's go back, guys. This is Balogun.
Yeah,
we gave Eddie and Nketiah 100 grand a week, by the way. Just saying, 100 grand a week for Edward and Nketiah, bro. 100 grand a week for Eddie and Nketiah.
Yeah.
Do me a favor.
Yeah, one more lead here before you go. This is 5th tier Scottish football.
5th tier of Scottish football.
5th tier.
So I won't get done for copyright now anyway. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's fucking go, guys. Smash the likes up. Kenny, I love you. Matty, I love you. Yeah. Let's hope everyone locks in.
Y'all enjoy this here.
Yeah. 5th tier of Scottish football, guys. Yeah. Let's go. Vamos.
Let's have a look.
5th tier of Scottish football. Touch. Hold that.
Oh, you look like Peru. That looks like Peruvian kit.
It looks like fucking Boca Juniors. Look at the football. Look at the football.
Look at the football.
I look at my man. Look at my man. Look at my man. The ball head. Look. He's fitting his hands in.
Hey,
for fuck's sake.
Have you noticed they're all playing like Pep?
Yeah, you see that football? Kenny, when do we play like that? That looks like Ryan Vallecano and Boca Juniors shirt.
You get that from us once a year. Maybe once a year.
What does that say? Do not kick footballs against the wall.
That's when you know you're 5th tier there. That's about
baseball. This is how you know you're in the lower leagues, isn't it? Do not kick footballs against the wall. Look at this goal. Look at this.
5th tier.
Touch. Hold that. See ya. 1-2 touch. Whoops. See you later. 1 touch. 1 touch. Yeah. Head up. 1 touch. Panic. Cross. Goal.
Martinelli would have ran right to the crowd.
I go back. Why is Saeed standing there? I Saeed, you can fucking hold that. Why is Saeed standing there with high vis on?
You know what? Talking to Saeed, you know Saeed and Premsy.
Premsy and Saeed, I love them, man. I love them.
Well, I was down their side, didn't it? Last week I went to Manchester for the boxing, but as we were driving into Manchester, because you know where the hotel was, it's in it's not near Salford size, it's right in this banging Manchester. So to go banging Manchester, you've got to go past the old Man City
Moss side, Moss side, right next to Moss side. Man City's ground's right next to Moss side, isn't it?
They're from Moss side, aren't they?
Yeah, Man City Stadium is right next to Moss side.
Yeah, the old one on Main Road. Yeah, so we went past. We went through. Yeah, because you got Adwick, Moss side, and Hume. Yeah, they're from those sides, isn't it?
Yeah, proper. I love Premsy. Premsy texted me the other day. It was like, yo, just checking in, brother. How you doing, man? How you doing, man? You right, mate? Yeah, I fucking love Premsy. Same.
I can't believe that he's a Manc and he supports us.
Do you know what's crazy? Yeah, you get fucking Peckham Reds and then you get Manc fucking Arsenal fans. Yeah, and it's like People go, oh, why are you supporting Arsenal from Manchester? Well, why are you supporting Arsenal from Australia, bruv?
No, but
Like,
it is.
why
It
are you
is a bit
supporting
unusual.
Matty, fake
It is
fan? Why are you
strange, though,
supporting
that
Arsenal
you're-
from America?
Yeah, I need to
Yeah,
support.
it is what it is, isn't it? It's jarring. Yeah, it's like I don't give a fuck where you come from, what your color of your skin is. I couldn't give two flying fucks, bro. Yeah, chat shit is what it is. Yeah, talk nice.
I think Premsy's dad's a Manc, isn't it? Sorry, he's Londoner.
Yeah, Premsley's a real one. Yeah,
Yeah, so
he
that's why
literally
he's
texted me about
dad's an Arsenal fan.
7-8 days ago when I was on my little vacay. Yeah, he texted me. He was like, just checking in, bro. And I FaceTimed him. Yeah, he didn't answer and he FaceTimed me back. And I was like, yo, Prems. Yeah, he was at McDonald's. Like 3 in the morning. I was like, yo, Prems. I was like, I fucking love you, bro. Yeah, and do you know what's mad? Yeah, I never used to like him on AFTV. Yeah, but then when I started talking with him, I was like, yo, same with other people. Like, I didn't like certain people, innit? Like, you get, yeah, but when you start speaking with them, you're like, yo, you actually sound, you know. Yeah, Premsy, Prems, you're welcome on here anytime you fucking want, bro. You know this already.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
real
know,
one.
Premsy, I've seen him at away game, Leicester away, about just after lockdown, 2021.
Yeah.
You know, Fuad was at that game as well. Fuad.
Like King Fuad.
Yeah, Prince
Yeah,
Fuad.
he can hold that as well, that Welshie, bro. He can hold that. Fucking
Yeah.
who's caused that jacket?
Yeah, he was there as
Who
well.
sheeps that lamb?
No, it was fun. It was because remember that time when Aaron Ramsdale made that world-class save?
Yes.
And we won 2-0. Goals from who is it? Gabriel Magalhaes and Smith Rowe scored the second.
Oh yes, Smith. No, was it Saka?
No, Smith Rowe scored the second. Smith Rowe scored a goal.
He burst through in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah.
He burst. Yeah, it was.
Hey Lee, to back up this super chat right here, you know what team is at the top of the table in the last 10 games in the Premier League? Manchester United.
Man United have started showing signs of the United that ruined my childhood. If they, all right, bro, I'm telling you right now, Medusa. Yeah, I'm saying you right now. Yeah, I'm saying you right fucking now. They get it right. Everyone is fucked, including Man City. Yeah, Chelsea are finished anyway. They're the blue Arsenal. Yeah, they're fucked. Their fan base are gone. No, I trust the process for a PE teacher who looks like fucking Matisse, bruv. They would have been better off with Matisse. Stace, I love you, sweetie. I love you, baby. All right, if you're free, I'll call you straight after this. I'm ending in a couple of minutes. Yeah, if you're free, I'll FaceTime you. I ain't spoke to you for a minute. Yeah, real talk. I'm cool. I'm cool. Yeah, DJ Crane, I love you as well, brother. DJ Crane's been here from day one, bro. Big up Mateus. Prediction for the Bayern Real game. Big up the panel. Bless up to you. Big up to you, bro. Why have they put that game on the same time as Arsenal?
You know, you just stagger them. You know,
it's fucking annoying, bro.
It's our biggest game of the season. But you know what? I hate to say it, right? Because Real Madrid have learnt their lessons from last season in the Champions League.
Real Madrid can never be ruled out, can he?
No, can't.
Same as Liverpool. You can't rule Liverpool out.
That's
Harry Kane going to be fit for tomorrow.
That's probably why
they'll still fucking win anyway.
That's a 50.
But then they might not win, and Real Madrid.
If Kane's not fit, Real win this. If Kane's not fit,
it's at the Bernabeu, bro.
I know, but Kane's not fit. Real win this.
Vinny Jr. They've got no Militao. The goal Militao scored the other day. What's a fucking goal, by the way? Yeah, Mariki, matey. How many times we told him about that Kosovan Ibrahimovic? Yeah. Well, that guy scored about fucking 90% of Mallorca's goals this season, and they're still fucked. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you right now, yeah, do not rule out Liverpool to win that Champions League. Yeah, do not rule out Bayern Munich. Do not rule out Real Madrid. Do not. And I said from the get-go, Barca will win it. Oh, but they're high line. Well, our high line is 2 meters higher than theirs, factually.
Yeah, but are Arsenal contenders?
No, we're shit. But do you know why I say that, Kenny? Yeah, right, I don't do it for effect, yeah. Everyone says Barcelona's high line. Oh, the high line. Yeah. Our high line is factually 1.98 meters higher up the pitch on average all season than Barca's.
And we
You
played.
know what the difference is?
Hey, we played.
Barca can coach an attack.
Hey, and we play defensively. I told you we play attacking formations. We play all the way up the pitch and play defense.
We run down the wing. We turn around if we ain't kicked it out of play for a goal kick, and then we run all the way back and pass the back away. Yeah. Barcelona, Rafinha's out injured. Yeah, they got mad lucky the other day, yeah. Fucking Lewandowski bounced off his fucking chest and went in. Yeah, but the way my man, I think it was Eric Garcia, I can't remember who it was. Matty, I don't know if you see that goal, bro. I swear down, my man dropped him twice.
The bottom line is the mistakes that we make against these teams. We're not going to be able to make those mistakes against
Lamine Yamal against Nkapi, game over. Lamine Yamal against Skelly, game over. Lamine Yamal against Calafiori would have come in there anyway, so it doesn't matter. He's got the freedom.
Kenny said it earlier. We've been awarded the luxury of playing a lot of teams that we were able to get by, and make mistakes, and we could get through. But when you start playing the cream of the crop late in tournaments,
they're clinical.
It's this carve it like
Lewandowski.
I think that's the thing. They're gonna
bro. Lamine Yamal will run rings around any of our players, bro. You can play him at right back and he'll fucking run rings around.
Yes, but look how fresh you got. That's the thing. I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying factually, right? We're up for a mullering. We're up for a mullering because simple reason is that is right now we just run out of ideas.
We're getting banged at some point.
Yeah, it's coming. You know it's coming. We just don't know what
coming.
It's coming.
Yeah, because the simple reason we're flat. You know what it's like when you let's just say let's compare us to Deontay Wilder.
Did he win?
He won. He beat on points.
On paper.
So he didn't knock Chisora out.
No.
He knocked him down a few times. Referee was horrible. He's cheating for Chisora. But you know,
so he knocked him out.
No, he didn't. He won a point. Split decision. All right. Look Deontay Wilder.
How are you not knocking Chisora?
Yeah, but look at Deontay Wilder, right? Deontay Wilder had a knockout punch, and everyone thought he was invincible because it was a case like if he catches you on that chin, you're dead.
Yeah, until he
Arsenal this season has been like Deontay Wilder. If you play Arsenal and you play a full team and they do you with set pieces, you can't beat them.
Hey Kenny, we look like Wilder.
Stop putting the ball back for a corner.
Hey Kenny, we look like Wilder in that fight before the Chisora fight when he fought Big Bang Zane. When he fought Big Bang Zane, that's what we look like. We look like when Wilder
got weighed in.
He got weighed in. He was falling down.
Yeah, but don't worry. At least he give it the big one to Simon Jordan on TalkSport. Yeah, good one. Yeah, to be fair, if he was sat in front of me giving it the fucking Bertie and stood up, and I shit my pants as well. Simon Jordan retracted everything real quick. Yeah, and then Chisora was just a troll, bro. Yeah, it was tell him. I'm like, bro, you got two big heavyweight motherfuckers that are hard. Yeah. Bro, Kenny, you do a bit of boxing. Yeah. Kenny, I swear down there, if either of them man hit you, you're knockout. Yeah, you're gone. Lights out. Well, now imagine what they do to me, Kenny.
Only left it in the chin.
I'm dead.
I know. Yeah, but I'm dead. But they don't have to knock me out because I'm dead.
But Kenny, I'm dead. They punched me.
Yeah, you're dead.
Even
but you won't get hit in the chin, though. You won't get hit in the chin. What
they can't catch me. I'll run around the ring, bro.
No. What happened, Lee, is that they'll hit you with a body shot.
£1,000,000 and run around.
If you spar with them, if they hit you with a body shot, you ain't gonna. The only time you're gonna know you've been hit with a body shot is when you felt it. You won't even see it.
Yeah,
it'll be that fast. That's what. You know what
I don't know how Chisora still gets fights, bro.
He gets fights because
that guy's been finished for years.
Yeah, but the reason why Chisora gets fights is because he can fill out stadiums and he sells himself.
But why? How?
Yeah, all right, I'll tell you how he does it.
I've seen him get weighed in at Manchester MEN Arena.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, by Dillian White. And he uppercutted him. That was one of the greatest uppercuts I've ever seen. He uppercutted him and dropped him. And that was when Anthony Joshua knocked out Brazil.
Yeah, but you think with Derek Chisora. Derek Chisora is a networker. Every boxing event I've been to with my wife, Derek Chisora is always in the crowd, talking to promoters, talking to managers, selling himself,
keeping the gig going.
And he gate crashes interviews, he gate crashes press conferences, he goes to an opening envelope. That's why Derek gets fights, because he sells himself. He gets out there. He doesn't need it. He basically promotes himself. That's why he gets all those fights. Another thing with Derek Chisora, the British public know with Derek Chisora we're getting 12 rounds and he's going to try and knock you out.
I didn't even watch the fight. I didn't even watch the fight because it was the same night we lost to Southampton, isn't it? Yeah.
I watched it.
I didn't watch it. Yeah. But I don't even I knew that he won, but I haven't seen any of the highlights. Yeah, and I'm like, how are you not knocking Chisora?
But
you're like the next in line.
Yeah, but Deontay Wilder Deontay Wilder
looks like expressions, bro.
Yeah, but you know what, Deontay Wilder, for some, has basically lost his ruthlessness when it comes to knocking people out. It's like he's found God.
How the fuck you lose to Tyson Fury 3 times?
Yeah, but he was telling Derek Chisora before he was about to put him for ropes. He said he loved him. He told him he loved him.
Lee, that's your question.
That's reverse psychology, Kenny.
That's your question. Deontay Wilder struggled with Fury because Fury just has better.
He's lanky. He's unorthodox.
Better technical ability, man.
Yeah,
and when he can't knock somebody straight out, he have to box. Then that's when it's
and Tyson Fury is much. I never used exactly. It's a fugazi.
No set piece, no set piece, no penalty. We
you can't bully him.
Yeah, looking around,
you get bopped off the park. Jab. Tyson Fury, champion.
That's the best analogy that I can say. The teams that play us for a good jab.
What's you funny though, guys? Tyson Fury was bigged up to levels he never deserved.
Facts.
Yeah,
because he beat Deontay Wilder and he beat was it Klitschko? Everyone was talking about Tyson Fury being the best since the start of Tyson Fury got absolutely mullered by Usyk twice.
Yeah, Usyk is the best heavyweight in the world.
Yeah. Tyson Fury is.
But we need Usyk versus my man. Yeah, like fucking bro. I swear down, we need Usyk, versus expressions from Wish, bro. Yeah, we need that. Yeah, we need that. Yeah, we won't see it. Back in the day, Kenny, you're 10 above me.
Cage fighter, really? Usyk's fighting a cage fighter soon. MMA fighter.
Why?
Because of money. Because he wants a payday. Why did Joshua fight in Ghana?
Like AJ, he got 70 mil out of that.
Yeah. Why did Joshua fight in Ghana? Why did AJ fight Jake Paul?
Check.
It's annoying. Back in your day, Kenny, I'll say back in your day, because you're only 10 above me. Right. Kenny? Everyone used to fight the best of the best. It was like back then, before social media, Saudi, the money infiltrated it, social media, so on and so forth. Yeah, we need Usyk, Wilder. Yeah, Usyk will weigh him in. Yeah, but we don't get the best fights anymore. It's all about, let's dodge this person. Yeah, look at back in the day.
It's not, you know why though? You got because the reason why you got to do it is that promoters are ass protectors. If you're a promoter and you get a fighter, you'll have about 50 fighters on your books. You're gonna have one fighter. He's gonna make you money. You're gonna protect that fighter and build him up to the extent that he has a long unbeaten record. Get him to make sure he gets an easy fight to get a belt. And then when you want to make the big money, you have a unification, knowing full well that if that fighter fights someone who's that level, we get knocked out.
Yeah.
But to protect your investment, you look what they do with Conor Benn, what Eddie was doing with Conor Benn.
Set up fights, Kenny.
You could argue that he might have done it with AJ, but I don't agree because I think AJ is a top fighter. But
AJ is a top fighter, but he sold his soul.
Yeah. But they're doing it.
He sold his soul. He done a Deli Alley. But then he spun it back around the way.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying.
He went from here, like the best prospect ever, So right down here, but then he
All right, that's him,
reinvented himself.
All right, let's
Dele
talk.
Alli went from here to down here, never reinvented himself.
Let's talk about Nassim Ahmed. Nassim Ahmed was
Prince
one of the
Nassim,
most exciting fighters, right?
But
All
he
right.
should have been better than he was.
Yeah. Let me tell you something, Nassim Ahmed. The real truth about Nassim Ahmed. Frank Warren protected that guy and got him hand-picked opponents, and he bought. And Nassim Ahmed was beating fighters who were very fighters.
They were like me,
near the end.
Like
when he fought a real fighter, when Nassim Ahmed fought a real fighter in Barrera, he got exposed and he retired afterwards.
Yep.
Nassim Ahmed, alongside Ben and Ingle, had a carefully managed career where he was made to look good because he was fighting.
Same with Eubank Jr.
Yeah,
handpicked their opponents, which is why I was shocked that Ben and Eubank fought. Yeah, because it's like we've been waiting for AJ against Tyson for years, bro. Yeah, we've been waiting for years. Yeah, and it's like it's same as who's the guy from Philippines? What's his name?
Pacquiao and Mayweather.
Pacquiao. Yeah, Mayweather. Mayweather. We waited 7 years for that.
Yeah, but if you
do that in their prime, bro.
Yeah, but if you've got managers,
and that's what I'm saying. Back when you were growing up and you're only 10 above. Back when you were growing up before.
But you got
everyone had it. Yeah, it's like fight the best of the best and see who's the best.
Yeah, but it doesn't work like in boxing. Remember, you got a promoter. That promoter has got a deal with a TV station. His rival's got a deal with another TV station, and then the other guy's got a deal with another TV station. What's happened is that they're not going to fight each other because that TV station is going to want it live on their channels. The only way that happens is those TV stations all have it on their pay-per-views, which means they lose money because the public are going to make a choice now. They're not exclusive. So what's happening right now, in order to cover their losses, they put the price up of the pay-per-views and they all say, right, £40 for a pay-per-view, and they all charge the same. That way, they all make some sort of money, and then it's gate fees. Where instead of having £50 a ticket, it's £500 per ticket, 3,000 at ringside. That's how they make their money in boxing.
But one of my friends is a school friend of mine. Now, I'm not going to say his name. Well, I will. His name's Ollie. He works for Frank Warren's thing. What's it called? What's the channel?
Promotions.
No, the what's the event?
Queensbury Promotions.
No, yeah, it's that. But he's a presenter on the fucking cool, bro. That's going to jar me.
IFL?
Nah, not IFL.
Boxing Media?
Nah. Check somebody on me out. His name's Ollie Bessel.
The second's out. IFL. The gloves are off. The gloves are off.
That's not that. Big up. Yeah, Ollie Bessel is my boy, bro. Yeah, that's my boy from little days. Yeah. I was in a bar when Giggsy wheeled out with the shirt after Vieira passed him in. What's the fucking name of this thing? Yeah. Frank Warren runs it. What's Frank Warren's thing? Box Nation. Big up Rare
Box Nation, that's right. Yeah.
Box Nation, yeah. He invited me last May. To an event in Gibraltar, but we were playing PSG. Yeah, and he said, bring 3 of your friends, you get ringside. Yeah, I ain't seen this guy for about 15 years. Yeah, we keep in contact. He's a sound geezer, bruv. Yeah, he's Man United, I'm Arsenal. We was in a bar in Bancroft Park Residence Club, and I was like, Ollie, if this goes extra time, we just go home, innit? Yeah, sorry, if it goes penalties, we go home. Yeah, and then Giggsy did the madness. Yeah, did the madness. Yeah, I've kept him. He works for Box Nation. I've been in Frank Warren's box at the Emirates. You know this, Kenny. Yeah. He don't like a certain person we won't name. Anyway.
Does anyone like him?
Not really. Him? Yeah. But check this, I think there's a couple of events in Gibraltar. But he said to me last May, he was like, yo, bring 3 of your friends, I'll get you ringside. I was like, bro, Arsenal play fucking PSG. Yeah. I said, and then the weekend, I can't remember who we played after PSG. I think it was Newcastle. I might be wrong. Yeah, but either way, I was like, bro, I can't. Yeah, it's 2 hours up the road. Yeah, I can drive there in 2 hours, mate. Yeah. And I'm like, Yeah, I was like, let me know next time. Yeah, but I think there's a couple of gigs coming up. Yeah, and obviously that's Frank Warren's thing, yeah? Yeah, and I've met Frank Warren. Yeah, man like Bricktop. Yeah, but listen, we're going to wrap here. Who's live that we like? Yeah, who's live that we like? Prediction for Bayern game, Real. I'd say Real Madrid beat them 1-0. 1-0. 1-0 Real Madrid. All right, listen, Bernabeu, Vinny's turning up, bruv.
What happens? What happens in the alley? What happens next week in the Allianz Arena?
Yeah, then Harry Kane's back and they fuck him. Yeah, don't be surprised if Real Madrid fuck around and find out. Yeah, and they get through.
What
yeah,
PSG?
It'll be Real Madrid versus PSG.
What
PSG are battering PSG versus Real Madrid instead of PSG versus Bayern. Don't be surprised if Bayern get knocked out by Real Madrid.
What about Barcelona?
Barca all the way. Yeah, they played 3 times. They beat them yesterday. Or They played 3 times in 7 days.
Right, Lisboa Arsenal.
They'll win tomorrow. We'll win at home.
They'll win 2-1. We'll scam a corner.
And we win 2-0 at the Emirates.
And we'll beat them at the Emirates.
Yep. And then
but we ain't beating Bournemouth at the weekend.
We're gonna get a loss somewhere here. We're not winning both of these games. One of them we're gonna lose.
And then we've got Lisboa again. Then we've got Man City. Then we've got Newcastle. Good luck.
Yeah.
Big up, Dennis. Lads, I need your reaction to the training clip. Which one?
We saw it earlier. With
the one where they put the ball in their head.
Yeah. Holding penalty.
Somebody was talking about a pen.
Yeah, I hadn't seen. I didn't even let it get
about a pen. I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
holding pens together. Yeah, Harry's saying. I don't know what that means, bro. I have no idea. Yeah, bro. People think I sit here, when I'm not working. Yeah, and I'm just scrolling. And, I've got more. Shut up, man. Who's live that I like? Kenny. I love you, bro. And I ain't arguing with you. You're bigger than me.
I'll tell you, bro. Yeah, there's nothing like a workout before a podcast.
Kenny got that pump, bro. Kenny's arms are bigger than my waist. Kenny see me at the Emirates one day, and he was like, "Lee, is that you?"
No, it was Wembley. It was Wembley. It was Wembley.
It was Wembley. It was Wembley. You're right.
Yeah, fucking hell.
He goes, "I recognise them legs from a mile away."
Yeah, remember we first met face to face when we went to that protest for Arsene Wenger.
Yeah, that was Norwich. Was it Norwich?
Norwich at home, yeah.
Norwich, yeah. And it was what was the banner that we held up? We all held it up on
it was a piece of paper. And it was all these Wenger lovers were sticking their noses in. Only 2 years later,
I told the old couple next to me, I said, "Yo, on this minute, I'm going to hold this piece of paper up. Don't get offended, isn't it?" They were cool. They were like, "Do what you got to do." Yeah, what was that? It was fucking.
Yeah, I had my paper up, but you know what?
Because Mems was involved in that, wasn't he?
Yes, right.
You remember Mems, didn't he? Yeah, fucking.
You know what? No one dead went up my paper because
nobody's gonna fuck with you, Kenny. Look at the size of it, bro.
There were some people that when we got our goal against Norwich, there was one prat who started ripping his paper up and his mates were cheering around him. I thought, right. 2 years later, he stopped going to Arsenal. That same guy.
Bro, these men are mad. Yeah, they're crazy. Kenny, shout out what you got coming up. Pause. Yeah, obviously Arsenal play tomorrow. Yeah, Lily, by the way, Lily, Claude's daughter, has been to fucking Wembley, Southampton, and she's already in fucking Lisboa.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she texted me and she said, "I want a fucking refund from Southampton." Yeah. I said, "Don't even get on the flight, babes."
Yeah, but well, tomorrow, obviously, we're watching a match. I don't know what I'm doing. And then obviously I know I'm definitely going to move with Jez. I don't know if there's anything. That was on Wednesday. DJB, I don't know. DJB, we'll talk about Thursday, see what the situation is. But Saturday, it goes without saying, I'm going to be at the Emirates Stadium supporting us against Bournemouth. And then, don't laugh, Tyson Fury has come out of retirement and he's going to fight on Netflix.
For a third time.
Yeah. And Conor Ben is fighting against Regis Progress, who's injured, by the way, but he's still going to fight.
Which is a waste of time. Are people going to pay for that, Kenny?
No, it's on Netflix. We've already paid for it.
Hey,
You already paid for it. If you got Netflix, you already paid for it.
how many eggs is he eating?
What's it?
How many eggs is Conor Ben eating? Yeah, jarring.
Well,
Yeah,
I
load
don't
of
know.
bollocks. The whole thing's a
Has he
fugazi.
paid,
It's like horse racing.
Has he paid Eddie Earn back the £500,000 he borrowed?
Allegedly. Yeah, mate. Love, brother. We've done 3 hours, 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Who's live that I like, guys? Tell me who's live that I like. Matty, appreciate you, brother.
So, brother.
Yeah, Matty, if you're around tomorrow for the game.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get back in town tomorrow. If I'm back in town, I'll be
I know
on.
you gotta work. I know you gotta work.
Yeah, Saturday. I've actually got to work Saturday too, but we play Saturday or Sunday.
Saturday, early
No, Saturday,
kickoff.
12,
1:30 Spanish time.
I might be able to make the early kickoff on Saturday.
Mate, if you don't make it, nobody cares. Like, well, I care. No, I didn't mean that in a derogatory way.
Yeah. You're 5 hours behind in Atlanta, in where you are in the south.
Yeah, 5 behind.
Yeah, 6 behind me.
Yeah, 6 behind Lee. Yeah.
So what's time? Yeah, it's like what, quarter past 5 where you are?
5, yep. Just slightly.
Quarter past 5, mate. Yeah, so when it's
Shit.
1:30,
You're
when
not
it's
in New York.
1:30,
In New York,
it's like,
it's 7:30 the match starts. In New York, it's 7 a.m. in New York.
7 a.m. Yeah, I get up at 7 a.m.
Oh, right. So, is your time zones the same as
New York.
East Coast?
Yeah, same as East Coast. Yeah.
There's only California that's 2 hours behind. 2 hours behind you.
Cali is 3.
So Dal, Oregon Goon, he's further behind, isn't he? Because he's the other coast.
Yeah, he's getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to watch.
Yeah, he's getting up at 4 a.m. to watch Arsenal.
Bloody hell.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and that's why when people want to sit here, and go, oh, well, you're a fake fan. No, these people in Singapore, America, Australia, India, they're getting up at stupid o'clock to watch this club chat shit and get banged. Yeah, it's like, bruv, stop doing it. Anyone who gets up at AM times, fuck this club off, bro. Yeah, enjoy your day, bruv. Because you're getting up, yeah, you're then fucked for work. Now you're not performing at work, now you lose your job. Yeah, like, fuck off, man. Like, fuck this club. Yeah, and I'll be real, this manager, I said this to you, Matty, said to Ola, this manager does not win a trophy this season.
It's gonna be rough.
Bro, I promise you, and Slegger's got knocked out the fucking cup the other day to Brighton at home. Fucking Sleggers, bro. She's only lost 1 league game all season. However, if we do not win a trophy this season, I promise you, Matty, I swear down, not even lying, promise you, if you and Ola want to join me, I'll be doing the women's game. Yeah, if you don't, cool. Do what you got to do. Go gym, go and do your work, whatever. Go about your life. I'm telling you right now, this idiot don't win a trophy this season. They got knocked out 2-0 at home to Brighton. Yeah, and we've got Leon. Yeah, we'll beat Leon. We're going to go Champions League back to back. I'm saying Stegger's my manager.
We'll beat Barca again.
Yeah. Yeah, Barca lost 12 games out of 231 in 5 years. They've lost 12 games. Now, I'm telling you right now, yeah, this manager does not win a trophy this season. I swear down on my daughter's life, and I'll look straight down the barrel. My fucking daughter's life. Yeah, I'm telling you right fucking now. Yeah, I am doing Arsenal women watch-alongs. It'll be a press conference for Sleggers. Yeah, it'll be a match reaction for Sleggers. It'll be a watch-along for Sleggers games. Yeah, I don't care. Fuck Arsenal men's team. Yeah. He don't win nothing. Adios. Bye-bye.
Do you think he'd be kept on if he doesn't win anything?
Yeah, because his fan base are retards.
What would his fan base actually causes a stink? Does he stay in?
Let me rephrase that. Actually, let me take that back a minute. If he don't win nothing and he keeps his job, that's what I'll be doing. Yeah, if he don't win nothing and don't keep his job, then I'll carry on.
But you know
they're going to cry about injuries, Kenny. Yeah, but Eze and Kapi, Saka, Timber, Gabi, Saliba. Shut up, man.
Injuries. In terms of fans,
and then the 115 will come back out the woodwork.
That is the most embarrassing thing
ever. Because they're going to win a domestic treble. And if Mate, I swear, they win a domestic treble. That is the worst team I've seen since he's been at Man City. Yeah. They win a domestic treble, fold this football club.
Yeah, Lee, I'm gonna tell you, like I said, Isle of Patmos. I'm gonna get the out of it, but because I got to make a run. But Isle of Patmos sentence. I told you, Isle of Patmos.
I'm done. Matty, I'm not even taking the piss. Kenny, I'm not taking the piss. Chat, I'm not taking the piss. Yeah, this manager does not win anything this season and keeps his job. Sleggers FC next season. Press conference reaction for Sleggers, watch-alongs, yeah, post-match, like fan cams. If you guys want to join me, you're more than welcome. If you don't, cool. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm not even taking the piss.
I've been doing
bonus because I've had enough, bro.
I've been doing bonus watch-along.
Mate, all right. Goldbridge has got a fucking Bundesliga sponsor. Maybe we need that sponsor, bro.
Why
Who's live?
I still haven't seen any.
All right, Jezza's live. Jezza's live. We're gonna raid Jezza.
Yeah, is he with?
I don't know. It says Arsenal at the FA Cup again. Joining the chat with Guna. It's Guna Therapies, but I don't know which one. I just clicked on it. So we're gonna raid Jezza. Chat, always love. Stace, I'm gonna bell you up right now. Pause. Yeah, I'll be back again tomorrow, unfortunately, with rants. Yeah, this dickhead's going to come with the shades on.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to watch Arsenal get fucking bopped.
They got Leeds United next Monday, haven't they, Man United?
Yeah. Chelsea got United. Yeah, Chelsea got Leeds United. Yeah, in the cup.
No, but no, in the league next week, it's Old Trafford. Next Monday, Old Trafford.
They ain't being Leeds. Leeds are going to draw their way to staying up.
Yeah, they only need about 7 more points.
Yeah, we need West Ham to get a couple of wins, bro.
Spurs go on, man. Watch our taste.
I'll miss the North London derby. They got relegated.
Now, fuck that, Kenny.
You get
Millwall lost, by the way. Millwall lost.
Yeah, I was watching that.
Kenny, when I say fuck that, I mean that respectfully. You love that because you live around the ends, isn't it? You run from around the way, isn't it? You know
they help us there in the preseason. They get some money. They help us there in the preseason.
Oh right, they have a North London derby friendly then.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Emirates Cup,
and they'll beat us. And then they beat us, and that's their final.
Yeah, that's their final.
Yeah. But this is why I want Millwall to go. Millwall is so much like Malaga. They beat all the fucking top teams and lose to all the shit teams.
Norwich.
Yeah, Millwall lost today, 2-1. Yeah, I'm like, for fuck's sake, bro. It's like Malaga. Malaga should be top of the league. They lose to every team in the bottom 6. But they beat all the big teams. I'm like, for fuck's sake, bro. I get 10% discount on the season ticket. Get promoted. Yeah, but listen, we're out. All right, Kenny, I love you, bro. We've done 3 hours, 20 minutes nearly.
Strong, buddy.
Appreciate you, brother. Kenny, always love. Happy Easter, Matty.
Look after yourselves.
Happy Easter, Matty.
Enjoyed it, brother.
Matty, we'll be back again tomorrow. Bored out of our box watching this fucking manager.
Hey, I'll go after watch on Amazon Prime because it's on Amazon Prime in the UK.
Well, Matty's going to share the screen with me because I ain't got the Champions League because I'm in Spain.
Try to be back in time. Try to be back in time. If not,
all right, it's got to be.
If you're not, you're not. Yeah, Matty, don't rush. Do your thing. Make your money, bro.
All right, brother.
Yeah, we'll find a way anyway. But listen, bless up to everyone who's locked in, like, shared, commented, sub, donated, all that good shit. Sub to Matty, Southern Guna. Sub to Jezza. We're going to raid him now. Yeah, DJ B, he couldn't make it today. Yeah, he was busy. Make sure you sub to him. Yeah, and make sure you follow Kenny Ken 1972. Commentary level 100. And I'm going to phone Stace. Going to bed, mates. Di Matteo, mates. We're out. Yeah, Raid Jez. Yeah, Raid Jez. Lee Raid. We're out. Laters.